The winter night is deathly still. Cold moonlight bathes the snowy peaks in silver. Snowflakes drift silently through the frigid air. A group travels the narrow path. A rider leads, his frame weather-beaten and tall. He is Li Ma. His subordinates hold lanterns, scouting the path ahead. Huang Zihe suddenly speaks. "Master, night falls. Why not camp here?" Li Ma replies. "No. We have no time." Understanding his master, he commands, "Move faster! We have no time!" Hearing this order, the men feel shocked. "What?" one man cries out, clutching his head. The group continues their trek forward. Hooves pound the frozen snow. Suddenly, Li Ma's horse rears. It shrieks wildly. He asks in alarm, "What lies ahead?" A subordinate cries out, "Master!" Huang Ji peers ahead. A man blocks the path. He points and shouts, "That fool!" He draws his blade and roars, "Whoever you are, move aside." The stranger stands unmoved. His cold gaze radiates killing intent. Huang Zihe sneers, "A madman. I will handle him." The subordinate approaches, lantern in hand. "Hey!" The man draws closer. Li Ma trembles. What is this? His movement is fluid, small yet precise. The subordinate threatens, "Leave now, or suffer." Suddenly, Li Ma bellows, "Huang Ji, look out!" He turns, screaming, "What?" A blade flashes. The subordinate's arm is severed. Huang Ji stares at his spurting blood, mind reeling in disbelief. A second later, a shriek of agony erupts. The entire group turns pale with terror. Li Ma cannot believe his eyes. What monstrous power is this? He swung his blade unseen by all. Stunned, he shouted orders. "Attack him now!" The entire group charged forward instantly. Strangely, the man did not dodge. He smirked. Li Ma's eyes nearly burst from shock. What is this monster? The guard leaped forth, screaming in rage. "Die!" The gray-robed youth swung his sword. A single, clean, decisive strike. The man's head soared into the air. His body collapsed to the ground. The remaining soldiers froze in pure terror. Li Ma knew the truth with certainty. This man is a ruthless martial butcher. They must mean that legendary massacre. He dismounted, gripping his sword tightly. The group formed a rigid defensive line. Li Ma roared, "Everyone, retreat now!" Seeing the youth unmoved, he threatened him. "Scum! You desire death? I shall grant your wish." The guards charged forward immediately. They screamed, "Protect the master!" The leader roared, "Capture the lunatic! We can kill him together." The words died as his head fell. Screams of horror echoed through the air. Li Ma hissed through clenched teeth, "Die! Damn you!" The gray-robed youth exhaled into the frost. His body was stained with fresh blood. The scene shifts to a bustling district. The streets are thick with passing crowds. Men haul heavy sacks from the warehouse. Xiao Yi cheered. "The master is truly generous." Xiao Jia agreed. "He gifted us rice for the new year." The silver-haired elder sighed. "Since Fei Huang became master, famine is gone." Xiao Jia abruptly shifted the topic. "Have you heard the rumors?" Xiao Yi asked with curiosity. "Heard what news?" he whispered. "They say Lord Li Ma was killed." Xiao Yi gasped. "He met that fate too?" "4 of the greatest lords are dead." Xiao Jia sighed. "True. The rumors haunt the village." Xiao Yi asked, "What other rumors?" He whispered. "Those opposing the Huangfu clan must die." Hearing this, Xiao Yi felt bone-chilling fear. "Stop. Our master Fei Huang is benevolent." Fei Huang walked the courtyard. A servant approached. "My lord, are you present?" "The madam requests your presence." He marched to the main hall. A woman in pink robes waited there. The servant bowed. "Madam, the lord is here." Seeing Fei Huang, she rushed forward. "Where were you?" "I have searched for you everywhere." The guests arrive. "Your absence causes trouble." Seeing Jing Li, he let out a sigh. She asked in shock, "Is something wrong?" "Why that look upon your face?" Fei Huang demanded. "Wife, tell me the truth." Jing Li faltered. "Why ask such things?" He answered coldly. "These recent murders. Who caused them?" She stammered. "The villagers believe the Huangfu clan." Fei Huang turned away. "Everything has limits. Even my family." Jing Li I sensed it. I saw it coming, she whispered, audible only to Fei Huang. "Everything is prepared. It is time." Dense forest. Heavy footsteps. Piercing screams echo. A voice grumbles in the shadows. "She is far too fast." 3 bandits hunt a lone girl. 1 bandit gasps in shock. "Boss, she is incredibly fast." His accomplice nods in firm agreement. "Indeed. I agree." The leader throws his heavy axe. "Capture her. Do not fail." Ruilan screams. The axe strikes. She falls. Bandits approach. Pure, gluttonous filth. The leader grins. "A perfect wife." Ruilan trembles. Absolute, paralyzing terror. "No! Stay away from me." The leader sneers. "Your protests amuse me." A rustle. A figure appears, carrying baggage. Yuan Shu remains calm, utterly indifferent. He walks past them. Ignoring their presence, the bandit sneers. Who is this? Another asks. Is he blind? Ruilan shrieks. Please, save me! The leader hungers for loot. Kill him! 2 bandits charge. Seize his belongings. They strike. He dodges. They stumble forward, frustrated. He ignores our authority. They attack. Axes swing. Die, fool! A flash. A snap. Throats slit. The bag drops. Human hair spills out. The leader screams. Frozen in terror. You! How? 1 strike. Both dead. He glanced at the bundle, revealing a severed head. Blood stained the fabric, fresh and dripping. He stared coldly. Return that bag. The bandit trembled, offering it with shaking hands. Here it is. A cold blade flashed across his throat. Ruthless saw the head tumble toward her, screaming in terror. Help me! Yuan Tuya wrapped the head carefully. Did you see anything? Ruthless answered instantly. No. Satisfied, he turned and walked away. She pondered in shock. He actually believed me? A wet sensation touched her cheek. She caught the droplets, utterly bewildered. Rain fell. Out of season, it poured down in torrential, suffocating sheets. Yuan Tu froze. His dominance vanished entirely. His eyes widened. Red blood dripped from the cloth bag. Ghastly visions flooded his mind. Malignant spirits swarmed him. Endless souls suffered in agony. He clutched his head, screaming in torment. Ruthless watched, baffled. She gripped her dress and fled. A chill gripped her spine. She turned. Yuan Tu was stalking her. She retreated, trembling. His eyes were milky white. Total possession. She shrieked, squeezing her eyes shut. She awaited her fate. But silence followed. He did not move. Ruthless peeked. He collapsed, his head resting heavily upon her lap. She froze. Breath hitched. She remained paralyzed. Dawn broke. Sunlight flooded the vast, quiet wilderness. Yuan Tu stirred. Ruthless watched from the fire. Awake at last? His instincts flared. He leaped backward, regaining his distance. Sensing his caution, Ruthless spoke. I stayed to repay your life-saving favor. He scanned the area, searching for his prize. She pointed toward the distance. If you seek the bag, it lies there. He glared at her, eyes filled with predatory suspicion. Sensing his hostility, she panicked. I never touched it. When she finally looked again, Yuan Tu had vanished. Snow falls upon the narrow path ahead. Yuan Shu enters the tavern. Icy winds follow. The tavern is silent. A man approaches, eager. Please, take a seat. A bottle of wine appears immediately. The man eyes Yuan Zhu's satchel, intensely curious. Yuan Zhu asks, Are you the owner? The man replies, The boss is away. Yuan Zhu demands bread. 2 cold words. The man grins nervously. Acknowledged, sir. He retreats, casting one last suspicious glance. Inside, corpses litter the floor. Assassins wait. He eyes the bound woman. It is him. He plots a lethal scheme against Yuan. He returns, offering steamed buns with lies. He must be wondering. A black-clad assassin drops. Blood pools instantly. Yuan stands, expressionless. The trap fails. Kill him! Assassins swarm from the shadows, attacking together. Yuan weaves through blades. Lightning-quick reflexes. 2 punches land. The assassins fly back. A blade strikes from the flank. Agony sears through his side. He collapses, strength failing him completely. In moments, the assassins lie defeated. The man stares, stunned by such speed. A shadow holds a blade to Zhu Zhen. Stay back, or she dies. Zhu Zhen remains calm. You cannot win. He is a monster. Kill me. Useless. We are all doomed tonight. Yuan's eyes darken. The man in black saw no other choice. He used the hostage as leverage. Step closer. She dies. The second elder barked his order. If she resists, kill her. He gripped his sword tightly, turning toward Nguyen Tu call. Now, you bastard. The blade swept toward his throat. Nguyen Tu dodged with supernatural speed. Terror struck him. Cold sweat drenched his skin. Nguyen Tu clamped his teeth onto the blade. Suddenly, he snapped the steel blade. A heavenly punch shattered the man's face. Shards flew forward. They pierced the captor's skull. The situation shifted instantly. They had provoked the wrong master. The woman stared coldly. Who sent you? Nguyen Tu grabbed the elder by the hair. Suddenly, he let out a piercing scream. A flaming arrow soared through the window. It pierced the woman's chest. She shrieked in agony. Nguyen Tu stood frozen. His eyes locked onto the blazing projectile. He knocked the elder unconscious. He rushed to support the wounded woman. Her face twisted in torment. She groaned without end. Nguyen Tu snapped the arrow shaft. He extinguished the fire and scanned the darkness. Outside the open window, shadows lurked. Archers lay in wait. The captain signaled. A barrage of fire rained down. A dark figure leaped from the window. Under the pale moonlight, archers locked onto their target. Volleys of fire flew. The shadows sprinted forward, lethal and swift. 3 arrows struck the target. The body burned with intense heat. They sensed something was wrong. Gazing closer, they realized it was the second elder's corpse. Suddenly, a panicked scream ripped through the air. The archers turned, hearts trembling. Goyentu gripped a skull. He crushed it instantly. One archer reached for his quiver before he could strike. A heart-piercing punch sent him to the afterlife. They saw his blood-soaked hands. Terror consumed them all. He asked coldly, "Who sent you here?" The archer remained silent. Sensing a shift, Yuan Tu realized his intent. Yuan Tu grabbed the archer's jaw. He ripped out the hidden poison tooth. The assassin collapsed in agony. He repeated, "I asked, who sent you?" The assassin remained silent. He sought another way to die. Yuan Tu stuffed a cloth inside. He raised his fist high. Soft words failed. Force is required. A thunderous strike shattered his jaw. The archer was brutally battered. Teeth scattered across the cold ground. Even then, he defied. "I will never speak." Yuan Tu grabbed his head. The man gasped. Wait! Yuan Tu paused, staring intently. He retrieved a badge from the assassin's robes. Zhu Zhen stood in the room. She recognized the crest. It was the mark of Huang Fu. He was the mastermind. Suddenly, the archer lunged with a hidden dagger. Yuan Tu ignored the blade. He gripped the steel. He twisted the edge. Yuan Tu pushed. The blade pierced his throat. Morning broke. Yuan Tu immediately departed. He carried the wounded Zhu Zhen. He sprinted through the dense forest. She coughed blood. Her face was deathly pale. She whispered, "We must rest." Yuan Tu settled her on a rock. He searched for medicinal herbs. He crushed herbs between stones. His movements were seasoned and swift. Yuan Tu applied the paste to her wounds. She wheezed. "It is no use." She gripped his hand. "My time is ending." Yuan Tu frowned. He remained silent. He tore his robes. He bound her chest wounds tightly. The pressure caused Zhu Zhen to cry out. Sweat poured down her pale cheeks. She rasped, "Yuan Tu, if I die, leave Ma Tukui. Live your own life." His face softened. He closed his eyes, appearing utterly helpless. Tu Chan explained clearly. Huang Fu tried to kill them. They lost all standing. Man Kui followed suit. Yuan Tu bowed his head. He grasped the situation completely. Agony struck. Her life force drained away. She gripped his hand tightly, sighing heavily. "Poor child. You were never treated humanely. Expelled like common refuse." Tu Chan coughed violently, vomiting a spray of fresh blood. Yuan Tu stood abruptly. His eyes flickered with panic. She closed her eyes. Her final words echoed, "Live for yourself." Yuan Tu was deeply shaken. He had never faced such emotions. He knelt, bowing to Tu Chan. The sun bathed his muscular frame. Meanwhile, a silent cottage stood at the forest edge. Rui Lin entered. "Father, I have returned." Rui Lin sat up, seeing his daughter's tattered clothes. "Rui Lin, what happened to you?" "Your clothes," she answered with deep sorrow. "I encountered bandits on the road." He jumped in shock. "Bandits!" She forced a smile. "Yes. But I am unharmed. A passing stranger saved me. Thanks to him, I returned safely." Rui Lin sighed in relief. "Oh heavens. You faced grave danger." His eyes dimmed. His voice turned tragic. "Rui Lin, I apologize. This is my fault. Had I been stronger, you would not be in such peril." She pressed a finger to his lips. "Enough, father. I am safe." "It is fine." Rui Lin rose. "Are you hungry? I shall prepare food." She walked out slowly. Her father remained, lost in heavy thought. Scene change. The inn from last night's ambush. Ma Fei inspected a tooth. He crushed. Ma Fei's men inspect the gruesome scene. They hunt for any remaining clues. A subordinate retrieves a bundle and badge. Only these fragments remain. All else destroyed. He inspects them. He knows about us. His life ends today. Mayfidi boards his palanquin, issuing commands. He remains nearby. "Pursue him now." The black-clad figures vanish into pursuit. Jagged caves pierce the desolate, wild mountains. Dense forests shroud the rocky terrain. Deep inside, inverted legs balance a basin. The sight is profoundly bizarre. 20 years ago, 12-year-old Yuan Zhu practiced. He focused on a handstand drill. That basin held poison, not water. A neighbor lost balance. The green liquid spilled, drenching his chest. A piercing scream erupted. Flesh dissolved instantly. Only white bone remained. Terror reflected in those dying eyes. Yuan Zhu watched in frozen horror. Shock consumed him. His legs trembled violently. Poison droplets splashed outward. Yuan Zhu, paralyzed with pure dread. His feet frantically steadied the basin. A hand gripped his ankle firmly. A harsh voice cut the silence. "You seek death? Stand straight." Zhu Zhen released him once composure returned. Exhausted youths leaned against the cliff. Silence was their habit. A boar carcass hit the ground. "That is your lunch," ordered the elder. The boys lunged forward. A brown-haired youth rushed to claim his portion. A massive hand grabbed his hair. The giant slammed his face against stone. I eat first. You take scraps. The brute tore into the prey. He chewed with primal savagery. Yuan Zhu watched, burning with rage. He grabbed a heavy stone. He struck the brute's skull with lethal force. The giant paused. You bastard! He swung a meat leg, retaliating. A thunderous blow struck Yuan Zhu. Outmatched, he collapsed to his knees. He curled up to shield his head. The teenagers dared not intervene. They simply stood aside. One boy seized the chance to scavenge some meat. Tuchan watched their desperate struggle for survival from afar. Night fell. They slept upon a bed of dry grass. The boy's snoring echoed through the entire cave. Yuan Tun curled up in a corner. His face was swollen from the beatings. Suddenly, 2 buns dropped directly before him. Yuan Tu looked up and quickly snatched the buns. Tuchan gestured for him to remain silent. Understanding her intent, he devoured the buns without a word. The woman watched the young boy with growing pity. The ancient memory faded into that final image. Yuan Tu stood before Tuchan's grave. He clenched his fists, then turned and departed. On the dirt path, he walked alone. Without a destination, he simply marched forward. Suddenly, Yuan Tua recalled Tuchan's final words. Since the Huang family hunted us, Ma Kui is no longer safe. I wish for you to live your own life. Returning to Mao Fei, his subordinates reported back after their search. All traces have vanished, my lord. Ma Fei snarled. He is toying with us. A minion guessed. He will not return to Ma Kui. Yet, Mao Fei insisted he had nowhere else to go. He eyed a felled tree by the road. He noticed something. Ma Fei leaped from his carriage. He landed gracefully beside the tree trunk. A peculiar mark marred the wood. After a careful inspection, Ma Fei realized the truth. He spotted a torn piece of red cloth. He picked it up. After a moment of thought, he ordered his men to the village. The group bowed. We obey your command. The village market was bustling with dense crowds. The scene was loud and filled with frantic trading. A small stall displayed simple combs and incense. A stout woman scanned the goods. She pointed and asked, "This looks fine. What is the price?" Rui Lan grinned, raising her hand to state the price. The stout woman countered. 5 coins was far too expensive. 2 coins only. Rui Lan scratched his head, offering a sheepish smile. Ah, truly. The woman raised her offer instantly. 3 coins or she leaves. She grabbed her basket and walked away immediately. Rui Lan called out to her. Very well. I shall sell it to you for 3 coins. The woman smirked. Who could defeat her at bargaining? Rui Lan sat on the wooden chest, sighing in relief. Finally, 1 item sold. Suddenly, a voice echoed from the distance. It has been a long time, Rui Lan. She jolted, looking toward the voice. An elder approached slowly, flanked by 2 towering guards. At that moment, Ma Fei appeared, ordering his men to seize her. Rui Lan did not understand the unfolding chaos. She cried out to the village chief. See these villains acting recklessly here? The village chief pointed at the dark-clad men, shouting loudly. Stand down! Do you even know who I am? A thug drew his blade, threatening the old man. Leave now, or die today. The village chief turned to Rui Lan. What crime have you committed against them? The girl insisted firmly. I have done nothing at all. The assailant stayed silent, kicking the chief aside, then delivered a lethal strike. Rui Lan trembled in absolute terror. What have I brought upon this place? Suddenly, a voice roared from ahead. Stop! Cease this at once! A projectile struck the assailant's face, forcing a cry of agony. It was merely a simple river stone. Ma Fei glared, searching for the fool who dared obstruct him. Lin Yu shouldered his heavy blade, his voice dripping with contempt. You pigs fear no law, do you? He stepped forward slowly, moving to reassure Rui Lan. Young lady, fear not. I shall handle these vermin. Glancing at the chief's corpse, Lin Yu growled. You have murdered a local official. Seeing their path blocked, Ma Fei's subordinates assumed their combat stances. Lin Yu rubbed his forehead. These men looked utterly vulgar. Seeing his arrogance, the remaining guards drew their blades. Ma Fei's subordinate shouted, Kill him! They launched a joint assault. Lin Yu leaned back. He dodged the twin blades effortlessly. A masked attacker spotted an opening and charged forward to assist. He swung a brutal blow toward Lin Yu's legs. In a flash, he leaped high into the air. He avoided the strike. With his trademark defiance, Lin Yu left the trio far below. Abruptly, his blade rotated. He descended with blinding speed. All 3 men were struck. They could not resist. Ma Fei watched his men fall. Shock gripped his heart. Lin Yu landed, mocking them. Look at you pathetic worms. Felled by 1 strike. The guards prepared to counter. Ma Fei raised his hand. Stop! Bring me my whip. Instantly, a massive whip was carried forward. Watching the servants struggle, the weapon was clearly immense, yet Ma Fei grasped it with ease. He stood tall, glaring at his opponent. The serpent-headed tip struck the ground. A metallic clang echoed. Lin Yu let out a slow whistle. You seem slightly stronger than those insects. Ma Fei sneered. You are truly courting death. He lashed out with the whip. The battle erupted. Lin Yu blocked with his blade. The whip's strange form surprised him. He grinned, laughing. How very interesting. You decided to fight yourself? Seeing his scabbard crack, his heart skipped a beat. What was that strike? Ma Fei remained silent. Lin Yu tossed his scabbard aside. Let us fight! Light flashed before Mao Fei. He smirked. Foolish. In a nearby eatery, Yuan Shu sat alone. He poured a glass of wine. Before he could sip, he heard a voice nearby. Why is it so noisy? Is there a market opening? An old man replied. Do not go there. A battle is raging. That man exclaimed in utter surprise. A battle? The elder nodded. A youth fights those fools. Yuan Shu raised his cup, listening intently. The elder beckoned. Come. I must see this. Lin Yu and Mao Fei clashed fiercely. The serpent whip struck like rain. Lin Yu's blade struggled to parry. A curse escaped his lips. Ma Fei's expression remained cold. Unflinching, he lashed outright. Lin Yu raised his blade. The whip veered. The steel held firm. The serpent fangs pierced his side. He collapsed. Defending means certain defeat. Lin Yu lunged. Prepare yourself. Ma Fei struck back instantly. The serpent neared his skull. Blood sprayed into the air. Lin Yu gripped the blade. Bleeding, he swung with lethal force. Ma Fei watched the strike calmly. Suddenly, Ma Fei caught the blade. Your effort was mediocre. You die. Ma Fei snapped his wrist. The blade shattered in two. Lin Yu's left arm was severed. Ma Fei sneered. One arm. A bone-chilling scream tore through. The crowd watched in terror. Yuan Shu observed from the shadows. Ma Fei lifted him. Good dog food. He slammed Lin Yu down. The black-clad figures swarmed him. Guyan Tun watched from high above. He knew the youth's fate. Suddenly, a ripple shook his heart. It mirrored the black-robed men's ambush. Rui Lin sensed the danger. She retreated. A black-robed man spotted her movement. Exposure confirmed. She fled in haste. Catch her! The orders echoed loudly. Rui Lin sprinted into a dark alley. She glanced back, eyes trembling. Assassins converged. They soared through air. They blocked her path. A brute lunged. He choked her. Cold steel kissed her throat. Where is he? Rui Lin stammered in fear. Who? Who do you mean? Ma Fei sneered. The one in the forest. Thoughts of Nguyen Tu emerged. She questioned silently. Is he after him? They clearly held evil intentions. Rui Lin lied. I do not know him, Ma Fei hissed. You lack perspective? An assassin pinned her hands down. Rui Lin screamed. Release me! What madness! He raised his blade. Refreshed memories incoming. Terror seized her. She struggled desperately. Silence hung heavy. No blade fell. She looked up. Nguyen Tu caught the blade. Eyes frozen ice. Expressionless. Cold void. An assassin struck. He dodged, then headbutted. The assassin collapsed. Instantly rendered unconscious. Rui Lin remained stunned. How is he here? Ma Fei grinned. He spotted his prey. Found you! He commanded. Kill him! Assassins swarmed forward. He stood silently, shielding Rui Lin. Blades descended. Yuan Tu retreated. One punch. Spine shattered. The remaining foe lunged. A blade flashed. Yuan Tu had dodged easily. He grabbed the assassin. Slammed him down. Blood sprayed everywhere. The speed shocked Ma Fei's men. He grinned wickedly. Just as expected. A worthy opponent. He ordered his men to surround them. The squad obeyed instantly. Understood. They encircled Yuan Tu and Rui Lin. He pushed her aside. Ready for battle. Blades struck. Yuan Tu leaped high. Steel clashed. Metal rang out sharply. Assassins lunged upward. A perfect death trap. Yuan Tu spotted a fatal flaw. He grabbed ahead. Vaulted the perimeter. He landed with perfect balance. The assassins swarmed forward again. He seized a fallen sword. It snapped instantly. He discarded the hilt. The assault resumed. He snatched another blade. A lethal path. Everywhere he struck, blood flowed. More men rushed to their deaths. Yuan Tu dodged. A kick crushed the skull. A blade flew. Go die! He spun. Ready to retaliate, a man seized him tightly. A snap. Fingers broken. An elbow strike. Skull crushed. Another fool attacked in vain. He crumbled before a thunderous blow. Two more rushed forward to die. He became a whirlwind of blades. He landed softly. Attacked with ferocity. The assassin swung. Die! The blade grazed his head. Yuan Tu struck him across the face. The man in black tumbled backward. The captain roared. Destroy him now! The battle intensified with every second. Ma Fei pondered. Then leaped from his sedan. He sneered. I trained you to capture him, yet you remain completely useless trash. His serpent whip felled two subordinates. Yuan Tu stood in utter shock. He studied the weapon. Ma Fei taunted. Face to face again. Xiao Sai smiled, beckoning to Yuan Tu. Come here. Ignoring him, Yuan Tu unleashed his strike. Mao Fei observed the unique, surging aura. The serpent head struck with erratic paths. Yuan Tu possessed a unique constitution. He dodged the whip instantly. Closing distance, Mao Fei flicked his wrist. The serpent head lunged toward Yuan Tu. He pivoted, narrowly avoiding the blow. Mao Fei laughed. Fast! Can you evade this? The whip spiraled. Unpredictable and deadly. Yuan Tu dodged, the serpent following relentlessly. Ma Fei mocked him. Pathetic fool. Yuan Tu studied the serpent head intently. He slid low across the ground. Suddenly, Yuan Tu vaulted into the air. The serpent head slammed into the earth. Mao Fei pulled, but the whip remained lodged. Yuan Tu descended with a crushing kick. Mao Fei abandoned his weapon for combat. He blocked, the impact forcing him back. He growled, "Your strength is truly peerless." Yuan Tu retreated, and Mao Fei struck. Unimaginable. He transitioned from defense to offense instantly. Yuan Tu retreated immediately to avoid impact. Mao Fei struck. Yuan Tu braced both arms. Another punch followed. The old fox strikes hard. Yuan Tu slammed his arm, breaking the combo. Landing firmly, he launched a swift, crushing kick. Mao Fei staggered back, regaining his balance quickly. Grasping the whip, he channeled all his strength. The weapon swung forward, dragging a massive boulder. It smashed the wall. The stone shattered instantly. He resumed his relentless, signature assault. Rui Lin watched in horror. The house collapsed. Flashback. Yuan Tu recalls his brutal training sessions. Exhausted and broken, he nearly suffered cultivation deviation. From the boulder, Xu Zhen shouted, "Keep training!" Yuan Tu looked up. Something slick slithered near. Terror struck. A giant python stared him down. Xu Zhen warned, "One bite kills a bull. No escape." Yuan Tu took his stance. To survive, he had to defeat the beast. Yuan Tu clenched his fists, steeling his resolve. Use the enemy's own weapon against them. He struck hard. A blow to the maw. The serpent's head split in two. Xu Zhen nodded. You finally grasped it. Facing Mao Fei, he must employ that same method. Yuan Tu crouched low, extending one leg out. Mao Fei paused, confused by the strange stance. What is this? Yuan Tu channeled power. Ma Fei mocked? Gone mad? He swung his whip, launching a fresh assault. Yuan Tu dodged. Ma Fei launched a lethal flurry of strikes. Yuan Xu evaded every single one. He leaped high, his right arm tensed. 5 fingers clenched tight. Ma Fei continued his relentless assault. Yuan Xu dodged the whip. He struck the enemy head-on. Ma Fei would not be suppressed easily. He was shocked. A direct attack? The whip in his hand was deadly. The serpent head struck with malice. Yuan Xu rolled mid-air. He seized his chance. Ma Fei faltered. Yuan Xu struck his chest. Pure agony forced a scream. Yuan Xu threw another punch. The target narrowly evaded. The tactic had shifted. Ma Fei drew a dagger. His face twisted in rage. Few men had ever dared to wound him. Ma Fei lunged. He spat insults at the boy. Yuan Xu ducked. Ma Fei saw his opening. He raised the blade. Yuan Xu moved faster. He gripped the wrist. A left palm strike crushed the throat. A final, pained roar. The body collapsed. Ma Fei's final thought. How could he lose? His eyes turned vacant. Life faded away. The bandits were utterly destroyed. Yuan Xiao stared at the corpses. Scene shifts to the small house. Rui Lin lay in bed, coughing violently. She hurried over. "Father, are you all right?" He sat up, startled. "Rui Lin? When did you return?" She replied. "Only a moment ago." Rui Lin pulled the blanket, speaking with great difficulty. "Truly? You must be tired. Rest now." She sat by the bed, twisting a lock of hair. Her expression was heavy with deep contemplation. Rui Lin asked, "Is there something you wish to say?" She hesitated. "Father, I have something to tell you." He sat up. "What is it?" The girl opened the window for her father. A young man stood outside. Du Lin asked, "Who is that?" She pondered how to explain this calmly. Yuan Xu shoveled food at blinding speed. Du Lin and her father watched, stunned. A massive bowl was emptied instantly. She asked softly, "Do you want more?" Yuan Xu nodded, glancing at Du Lin. Her father smiled. "Your appetite brings joy. You saved her twice. This food is insufficient repayment." Du Lin placed another full bowl down. She noticed his tattered robe and asked, "Do you require a place to stay?" "You are welcome to remain here." Yuan Xu ate in silence. Du Lin insisted, "Truly, you are welcome here." Thus, Yuan Xu stayed with the family. At night, he slept on a thin mat. Old Du saw him shivering. He approached slowly. Yuan Xu heard the approaching footsteps. He opened his eyes. The steps drew closer. Du Lin covered him gently. "You might catch a cold." He returned to his own bedding. Yuan Xu felt immense shock. Never had he received such kindness. At dawn, Du Lin carried her chest out. "Father, I depart." She waved at Yuan Xu. "Did you sleep well?" He offered no reply. turning away. She smiled. Accompany me to the market? He remained silent. She sighed. Very well. She pondered. What is his problem? His behavior is truly frustrating. The morning market buzzed with activity. Merchants shouted prices throughout the square. 2 customers examined goods at her stall. A girl tried on a bow. How is this? Does it not look beautiful? The man in blue removed the hairpin, frowning with visible annoyance. Suddenly, he threw the hairpin down and crushed it before Ruilan. Terrified, she asked. What are you doing? He shouted. How dare you sell cheap trash to my future bride? She retorted. Then simply do not buy it. The man in blue tossed 2 coins onto the ground. He turned away, his mouth curling into a mocking sneer. Is this enough? That is plenty for your worthless wares. Ruilan gripped the coins, teeth grinding in silent, suppressed fury. Suddenly, Yuan Xiu appeared, grabbing the man's throat. What do you think you are doing? Who are you? He offered no reply, eyes overflowing with killing intent. The man began to scream and curse. You cur! Are you with her? Yuan Xiu tightened his grip. The man choked, gasping for air. Ruilan stepped forward, placing a hand on his shoulder. Don't. Yuan Xiu released him. The man fell, fleeing while shouting threats. You bastards are mere insects to me. I will make you pay for today. After the market, Yuan Xiu followed Ruilan home. She frowned, casting a side glance behind her. Suddenly, Ruilan demanded, Are you going to continue fighting every day? I cannot let you stay. People will despise you. She sighed deeply, her voice heavy with weariness. Forget it. Do whatever you want. She quickened her pace, walking ahead. Glancing back, she saw Yuan Xiu standing motionless, silent, and stoic. Unable to resist, she returned. Listen, promise me you will stop fighting. Seeing his stubborn expression, she pressed. Do you understand? Suddenly, Ruilan realized. Oh, by the way, seeing his silence, she asked in surprise. Do you have no name? I cannot simply call you at random. He suddenly spoke 2 words. Yuan Xiu. Ruilan was caught off guard. Yuan Xiu? That name sounds quite brutal. Night fell. Everyone slept. Movement stirred outside. The man in green arrived, seeking vengeance. He barked orders. Scum. Kill them all. The minions answered in unison. Understood. One shouted loudly. Come out, you dogs. A noise sounded behind him. Yuan Xiu appeared. He seized their weapons. The green-robed man screamed. It is him! Kill him! Before they moved, blows struck them. The leader launched a desperate attack. Yuan Xiu dodged. He kicked his shin. He followed with a brutal strike. Bone shattered. Blood flowed freely. Yuan Xiu glared. The man stammered. You! Madman, how? Fear consumed him. He collapsed, wetting himself. Spare me, please, spare my life. Yuan Xiu grabbed him. The man offered coins. My fault. Take everything. Please forgive me. The coins clattered upon the ground. Yuan Xiu stared. He gouged the man's eyes. A shriek of agony echoed out. Ruilin watched in sheer terror. Corpses lay in pools of blood. She stuttered. How could you do this? Yuan Xiu remained deathly silent. Ruilin screamed. You promised! Get out now! She slammed the door, trembling with rage. Yuan Xiao stood motionless. Sun rose. Ruilin knocked. Her father answered. Come in. She entered with food, asking of his sleep. Eat something. Ruelin answered. Agreed. He turned, posing a question. What of Yuanxiu? She spoke with icy indifference. Leave him be. Ruelin's eyes were filled with deep anxiety. She was truly lost regarding Yuanxiu. Near the forest edge, Yuanxiu vaulted forward. His face held profound contemplation. 6 months ago, Master Wuxin faced an onslaught. He shouted, What has happened to you? Yuanxiu unleashed a berserker fury. Wuxin barely deflected a lethal strike, he thought. Terrifying speed for his age. Wuxin grappled, but Yuanxiu struck again relentlessly. He was a savage beast. After intense combat, he demanded answers. Wuxin's hands were severely injured. Why practice this self-destructive martial art? Yuanxiu's eyes pulsed with chilling, lethal intent. Wuxin panicked, noting his chaotic, broken ki. Is there any hope for salvation? Wuxin realized he could not subdue him. Yuanxiu lunged like a wild animal. Unyielding, he seized his master's shoulder, striking. Wuxin could no longer resist. He mused. Perhaps the 4th elder could. Yuanxiu threw his master down. Utterly brutal. He whispered, I know not your reasons. Cease the slaughter. Seek Master Wu Yin. He alone can provide salvation. Yuan Tu arrived at the temple seeking Wu Yin. A monk sweeping the courtyard paused to observe the newcomer. He asked softly, Who are you? Yuan Tu ignored him and walked straight inside. The monk blocked him. Outsiders cannot enter the Prajna temple. With one light push, the monk tumbled. He cried out in warning. An intruder has arrived. Armed monks surrounded Yuan Tu Kaspa. One shouted, Fool! How dare you trespass? Yuan Tu replied, I seek no conflict. They paused. Yuan Tu knelt. I seek your assistance. Confused, they went to report to the abbot. In a silent hall, Only scriptures lay upon the floor. Wu Yin meditated beneath the Buddha statue. Yuan Tu knelt before him, calm and composed. Wu Yin looked at the youth. "Why have you come?" he pondered, seeking a logical answer. The master rose. "You hesitate. Return another day." Yuan Tu blurted, "I must escape this body." Wu Yin frowned. "What do you mean?" "I am forbidden to harm anyone," he pleaded. "Please, help me." The master remained firm. "I cannot fulfill this request. Leave." Yuan Tu bowed. The master ordered a disciple to escort him out. The disciple obeyed. Suddenly, Yuan Tu began kowtowing, striking his forehead until it bled. Wu Yin shouted, "Sinner! What are you doing?" Yuan Tu answered coldly, "I cannot escape this living hell." He gazed at the master. "You are my final hope." Scene shift to the leader of the Saskatchewan martial arts. Martial arts leader Jin Yunshan was in critical condition. Fei Huang and the faction. Someone asked anxiously, "Lord, are you well?" He replied weakly, "I cannot survive this. There will be no leader of the martial alliance. The position shall be permanently abolished." Jin Yunshan's arm fell limp immediately. The crowd rushed forward, shouting, "Lord!" Fei Huang trembled. "Damn, old man. How pathetic." Wu Huo asked, "Who takes the lead now?" Silence fell. The room turned frigid. One suggested, "I propose Lord Fei Huang." Wu Huo agreed. He served with total devotion. He holds status, character, and absolute power. Fei Huang stroked his beard, feeling satisfied. Suddenly, Shu Hai spoke. "I disagree." A flicker of rage crossed Fei Huang's eyes. Shu Hai bowed. The Huangfu clan contributed greatly, but now the evil sects have vanished. No threat remains to the martial realm. We no longer require a grand leader. Elder Bai declared. "I concur completely." The late leader chose no successor. Chaos avoided. Shu Hai turned to Wu Yin and Fei Huang. Master replied. "Agreed. His final wish is absolute." Fei Huang forced a smile. "I share this view." Returning to his estate, his rage boiled over. He drained his wine. He smashed the flask. Damn it. 20 years of effort wasted. Jingli rushed to soothe him. "Cease drinking. You will lose all control." He cursed. "I strove to rule this realm." Jingli asked, "What caused this sudden fury?" Fei Huang hissed. "The position is abolished. Nothing remains." She gripped his hand. "Calm yourself. I have plans." Meanwhile, at the base of the demon temple, a subordinate knelt. "Master, happy birthday." 4 men hauled the heavy war spoils inside. "This is our bounty from the campaign." The evil heaven sect leader stroked his beard. "My thanks. But where is Han Yu-si?" He eyed the empty chair, feeling sudden unease. "Master, Han Yu-si is nowhere to be found." The sect leader startled. A bad omen surfaced. He led his subordinates toward Han Yu-si's quarters. A man suddenly shouted, "Master! Come quickly here!" The sect leader moved with lightning speed. The dark palace. He pushed the doors open. He spotted a man slumped against a pillar. The sect master cried out, "Han Yu-si!" He rushed forward to check the pulse. "Fear not. Just a strong sedative." A figure approached. The leader roared, "Who goes there?" Fei Huang stepped forward. "My apologies for this intrusion." The leader realized. "The Huangfu clan?" he asked coldly. "You know who he is?" "I am Patriarch Fei Huang." "How dare you trespass here?" He lunged at Fei Huang. "Die now!" Fei Huang dodged. "Calm yourself, master." The leader would not stop. Blows rained down. Fei Huang spoke. "I seek no combat." The leader ignored him, launching relentless strikes. Fei Huang defended without offering a counterattack. A strike landed. Fei Huang hit the floor. The leader fumed. "Why do you not fight?" "As I said, I seek no combat." "Then why enter?" Ling Li appeared. She unveiled her face. "To strike a bargain." The subordinate bowed. "The sect leader is visiting." A voice came from behind. "Lord, have you found the sect leader?" He clasped his hands, reciting every detail. "I have not seen him since yesterday. I fear I cannot bid him farewell. We share a common goal. I seek him." They watched the crowd. Gang Thun's expression shifted. The lead girl spoke. "I seek my father. The guard refused me." The sect master departed yesterday. He remains absent. Gang Thu focused on a single point. She mentioned her father. Hai Zhen formed a theory. "I suspect they are the master's daughters." He approached them, offering a formal greeting. "Greetings, I am Gang Thu Baishan sect. I am Ha Zhen, Guidi." The young ladies responded with elegant poise. "A pleasure. What brings you here today?" Gang Thu smiled. The master hid these beauties well. Ha Zhen spoke up at his side. "We have visited this place for years, yet we only meet you ladies now. A true waste of precious time." The maidens felt a surge of satisfaction. "We are deeply honored. Where are you two heading?" Ha Zhen hesitated, scratching his head nervously. "We," Gang Thun intervened. "We are strolling." They proposed an idea. "Shall you guide us?" The girls exchanged a cautious, silent glance. HMPH. "How should we respond?" "We have nothing to do. Let us accompany you. Suddenly, the topic shifted to another person. By the way, who is that girl accompanying you? The ladies' expressions turned cold and unpleasant. Gang Chi replied, feeling somewhat embarrassed. She is your sister. How could we fail to recognize her? He Zhen expressed his thoughts. She looks nothing like you. The two women turned. Go inside. We will show them around. This reaction confused Gang Chiu. Why leave her behind? They offered a cold, reluctant explanation. She is not our true sister. Her mother was a servant. They spewed vile insults. She follows us everywhere. Truly, a shameless wretch. The abandoned girl swallowed her rage and departed. The evil sect master looked displeased. He remained silent. His daughters were puzzled by his sudden reaction. Father, why call us? Then stay silent. They desperately sought to please the sect master. Father, is something troubling your mind? Tell us if you require our assistance. Suddenly, he declared, one of you will become a widow. That statement left them all in confusion. Father, what do you mean? The master's expression turned grim. He challenged his opponent. How dare you? Who do you seek? Ding Li remained calm. She presented her terms. Her expression was deathly serious. We require the Huangfu clan's bloodline. The master grew increasingly irritated. Why must it be my daughter? Use any woman. His threats held no power. Utterly meaningless. Will you teach demonic arts to street thugs? The master cursed her in his heart. Vile serpent. Ding Li continued her demand. We shall unite the Huangfu clan and demonic sects, she warned. Refuse, and face ruinous consequences. His rage peaked. You court death. Din Lady raised her hand. I seek adventure. You alone know my true motive. Evil sect master released her. Fascinating woman. Do you think I am ignorant? Fei Huang caught Ding Lai. Give your answer. We await your decision. The evil master observed him. He calculated his own dark schemes. Motives? You will only betray me eventually. He reached a final conclusion. I shall play along. Everything will be mine. The daughters were deeply enraged. Are these scoundrels insane? Father accepted their proposal. The master sneered. Have you forgotten? Our predecessor was defeated by the martial arts leader. We need power. Absolute, crushing power. We shall promote the strongest. We will conquer all. Eliminate them one by one. The daughters frowned. The plan was grand, but doubts remained. Father, trust the Huangfu clan? They are cunning, deceitful filth. Why do we need them? The master roared. Idiots! When Jin Yunshan abandoned his succession, the Huangfu clan lost their standing. I wait for opportunity. I will devour them all. Tu Zhen stepped forward. Father, I will do it. The sisters cheered. Little sister, are you certain? Are you truly prepared? She declared with absolute conviction. If I can help father, with this body granted, I will do anything. Tu Zhen moved toward the destination. Fei Huang watched her figure. He questioned the situation. Din Lai smiled. This benefits you greatly, doesn't it? He considered it. He denied the claim. Not at all. I can stop whenever I choose. Unexpectedly, she laughed. I merely jest. This is all I offer you. Fei Huang wasted no time. He followed her closely. Tu Zhen spoke with cold poise. Lord Fei Huang of the Huangfu clan. My name is Tu Zhen. I feel honored to receive your seed. The heavy doors slammed shut firmly. Din Lai watched. A cruel smirk playing. 1 year passed. Screams echoed inside. Tu Chan labored, aided by midwives. A sudden cry filled the air. Is it a boy? Tell me now. The midwife sweated, trembling in fear. Yes. But the child is weak. What is the meaning of this? The grandmother stammered. Sect leader, please listen. Xi Tong gripped the infant. Pathetic weakness. Utterly shameful. Truly disgraceful. Tun Chan stepped forward, pleading desperately. Father, wait. I will raise him. Xi Tong scoffed. I am ashamed. Discarded. The midwife returned the child instantly. Despite her agony, she held him close. Yuan Tu soon grew into a child. Bin Tian supervised their grueling daily training. 1. His gaze locked onto Yuan Tu. 2. Bin Tian sneered. You again? He picked apart every single mistake. Open your hips. Lower your knees. His attitude shifted when Si Tong appeared. You have arrived, sect leader. Si Tong scanned the courtyard with scrutiny. Are these the children? Bin Tian bowed. They are your grandchildren. We have gathered orphans from other sects. Ding Lai observed them with cold judgment. Impressive. Fi Hoyan chimed in. I cannot believe you raised them without issue. As expected, the evil sect is the core of darkness. They spewed flattery toward the sect leader. We are helpless without your guidance. He laughed with pure delight. You think I act only for the sect? Children truly soothe my inner rage. He then turned his gaze toward the young ones. From now on, I shall name these wretched creatures the enemy. The sect leader's eyes locked onto Nguyen Tu. Bin Thien quickly offered an explanation. That child is your third daughter's son. Seconds later, the boy tripped before the sect leader. His gaze toward Nguyen Tu turned icy. Nguyen Tu was terrified. Tears streamed down his face. Frightened, he turned and fled in panic. Tu Chan saw her son. She was startled. The sect leader was hunting the boy. He grabbed Nguyen Tu's hair, lifted him high, utterly pathetic and weak. Nguyen Tu begged helplessly. It hurts. Please release me, mother. Tu Chan knelt instantly. Father, wait. He is young. Please spare him. The sect leader glared. His annoyance was visible. He dropped Nguyen Tu and questioned her. You care nothing for your father's reputation? Trembling, she continued to plead. Father, I beg of you. He ignored her completely. He turned away, ordering, listen well. Throw that brat into the pit. Bing Thien responded instantly. Understood. Tu Chan still tried to save Nguyen Tu. Do not take him. No human survives there. She grabbed his robes. I will do anything. Spare him. His cold heart remained unmoved, quiet. He should have been discarded long ago. The evil sect master sneered. Falling behind means death. The crowd responded in perfect unison. Understood. Fei Huang and Ding Lai watched silently. The cave felt desolate. Nguyen Tu was dragged inside. He regained consciousness. His eyes slowly opened. He realized he was hovering mid-cliff. Nguyen Tu was cast downward. The abyss swallowed him whole. Cold sweat poured. He retreated weakly. He struggled to breathe. The cave's horrors terrorized him. Mother, please take me home. Seeing her, he hoped for rescue. She struck him violently. Who claimed, I am your mother? Nguyen Tu teared up instantly. She commanded coldly. Survive here at all costs. She turned away. Nguyen Tu screamed for her. A voice emerged behind him. This place reeks. Nguyen Tu turned. Panic took hold. Who are you? Their eyes hungered for him. Fresh meat. These newcomers smelled delicious. Nguyen Tu trembled. His voice shattered. Who are you? They pursued him. Capture him now. Nguyen Tu sprinted. Stay away from me. He vaulted a massive rock. He hid. Where did he go? I heard something over there. Nguyen Tu shivered. He watched them cautiously. 3 days passed. A hand touched him. He paled. The stranger signaled silence. Lu Thon spoke. I watched you. Are you thirsty? He pointed. Water lies over there. He led the way cautiously. Yuan Tu followed, eyes wide in constant wonder. Lu Qing gestured for Yuan to approach. Scaling the cliff proved difficult for Yuan Tu. Lu Qing reached out. He hauled him up. After struggle, water appeared. Could it be? Lu Qing hissed. Wait! Those bald men hunt. Where did the brat go? 3 days. He must be dead. A complete waste. The one-eyed man spoke suddenly. Follow me. His companion asked in confusion. What? Someone is coming? Lu Qing observed them from the shadows. They left. I am certain. They left. They cautiously approached the life-giving water. He drank. Only adults reach the summit. The path is steep. We only found this. A bleached skeleton floated in the water. Yuan Tu trembled. Lu Qing remained cold. Corpses are nothing. The living are dangerous. He pointed behind him. Yuan Tu froze. A bald cultivator emerged. He grabbed Lu Qing. Who are you? The man tightened his iron grip. You arrived 1 year ago. Correct? You are still breathing? Lu Qing signaled to Yuan Tu. Run! Get out now! The path was already cut off. Nowhere to hide, vermin. They cornered Yuan. Haha. Stand still. There is nowhere left to hide. His hand slipped. Yuan Xu plummeted into the water. His body sank into the freezing depths. Yuan Xu lost balance. He fell helplessly inside. The one-eyed man barked a sudden order. What are you doing? Save him. Yet his cohort coldly refused the command. I cannot swim. Yuan Xu struggled, crying out for any help. One villain reached down. Take my hand now. Lu Qing shouted a desperate, sudden warning. Stop! Touch his hand? You will die. Yuan Xu froze at the dire warning. The one-eyed man struck Lu Qing's face. Are you insane? Do you know your inevitable fate? The other villain continued his deceitful ploy. Trust me. Take my hand. Stay there, and you will perish. Yuan Xu grabbed a floating skeleton instead. We are leaving. Let us see you survive. The one-eyed man sneered with wicked intent. Feast well while you wait for death. They threw the unconscious Lu Qing down. One villain started a roaring fire. The other gripped a stone, stalking forward. Yuan Xu screamed. Wake up! Run away! The one-eyed man just smirked in silence. Waking up will only bring more pain. He crushed Lu Qing with the stone. Yuan Xu roared in pure, burning fury. You wretched bastard! The water rippled. The villains feasted and slept. Yuan Tu arrested amidst the flowing currents. He jolted awake in an instant. Yuan Tu stared at the skeletal remains. His gaze locked onto the held weapon. He feigned unconsciousness, drifting toward the shore. The two thugs seized their moment. One grabbed Yuan Tu, hoisting him up. Gotcha now, brat. The one-eyed man spoke. See that? Waiting was all we needed. His accomplice grinned. You are always right. A sudden strike cut him short. What is happening? The brute cursed in frustration. You wretched bastard. Yuan Tu lay still. The one-eyed man approached. What is he doing? Seizing his chance, Yuan Tu slashed his throat. The one-eyed man pinned Yuan Tu down, but he could not endure long. He collapsed to the earth. Yuan Tu reached for the weapon again. Beside him lay Lu Qing's remains. Seeing the weapon, the thug begged, "Mercy!" Yuan Tu struck. Revenge was served. He vented his rage. Unaware of a third attacker, a rock struck his skull. Yuan Tu tumbled forward, reeling. The attacker stepped forward. "No one remains here." The fat man questioned him. "You dealt with him?" Without pause, he kicked Yuan Tu. Yuan Tuo was utterly helpless. One sneered with a cold laugh. "Guess so." The brat tasted blood. They loomed over him. "What now?" the leader commanded. "Let him go." The remaining brute hesitated in confusion. "Huh?" But he raised his foot anyway. "Right." Yuan Tu seized the opening. He retreated. The fat man stared. He made an offer. "Become my servant." Yuan Tu watched them with extreme vigilance. The other man grew annoyed by the silence. "Hey!" The fat man stopped his ally. "Enough. We will see him again. Take that corpse away." Miraculously, Yuan Tu escaped the gates of death. He wandered the cave. He spotted bats. Yuan Tu grabbed a stone. With force, he hurled it at the roosting bats. A bat fell. Yuan Tu claimed his prize. He turned it into his only meal. 6 years of isolation passed him by. 2 young men ignited a fire. They fled. "Done. Let us go." The cave dwellers were left in shock. "What is that smell?" "Fire!" They scrambled toward the flames. "How fortunate. Grab what you can." A beast roared, charging into the fray. It locked onto them. It launched an assault. A figure watched from the heights above. Yuan Tu seized the moment. He leaped down, while the others stood stunned. "What? Who is that?" He lunged straight at the red wolf. The beast treated him like prey. It attacked. A man fled, looking back in bewilderment. Suddenly, his path was blocked by a commotion ahead. Yuan Tu seized the moment. He kicked the man into the fire. He then retrieved the roasted meat from the ground. The red wolf opposite glared and growled at Yuan Tu. Yuan Tu drew its attention and sprinted away. The bald man panicked. "No! Stay away!" Yuan Tu used him as a springboard to leap. He kept the meat. That wretched man became the wolf's prey. He looked up, desperate. "Ah, save me." Yuan Tu did not move. He was being watched. Tu Zhen observed him. "He lives." 2 guards stood watch nearby. They flinched at a strange figure. Tu Zhen panted heavily. A question arose. "Girl, what happened?" She explained briefly. "I encountered assassins." The 2 guards interrogated her. "Where?" Tu Zhen pointed behind her. "Over there," they replied. "We will investigate." "But who guards here?" Tu Zhen suggested. "I will watch this place. You go." They actually obeyed her command. "Understood. We are moving out." Tu Zhen's expression shifted once they were gone. She pushed the heavy door open. Tu Zhen stepped inside with extreme caution. She seized a book with a blue cover. Outside, the children continued their rigorous training. They were paired off for combat drills. Various techniques were displayed. They leaped high and countered with skill. Tu Zhen watched with an unreadable expression. The children fought with all their might. The victor has finally been revealed. One loses balance. The other strikes fatal. Bin Tian watches closely. He applauds them. "Excellent. You mastered the sect's peak arts." Tu Chan reveals a book. Elsewhere, the bald man grins. "I witnessed these children today. Their technique is flawless. Our world domination is near." Bin Tian responds with modest grace. "A long path remains ahead." Another comment is quickly offered. "It is all thanks to you." The bald man laughs. "Your praise flusters me. Drink!" They notice something quite strange. "What is that scent?" Tu Chan appears. She offers an explanation. "Fine wine requires fine appetizers." Bin Tian observes her. "Young lady," Tu Chan speaks, calm and steady, "to honor your great contributions, I have prepared this meal." The food mesmerizes them completely. No need for such formality. "We won't refuse." Soon, only bones remain. They return to talking. "I grabbed his head. I crushed it." Bin Tian listens. He laughs along. "Ha ha. Your methods are brutal." The bald man continues his rambling. "Which demonic art is the strongest?" "The North's legendary master techniques, obviously." Bin Tian rejects his claim immediately. "No. The blood demon arts remain supreme." Those words catch Tu Chan's attention. Did the blood demon arts not vanish? Leaving that lost art aside, why did it vanish? They spoke intensely. Sin Zhen listened intently. Because it was too dangerous. The explanation was finally given. Mastering it would mean ruling the world. A double-edged blade. It kills the practitioner. Sid Zhen glanced aside, hearing these words. Even mastered, it is demonic, wicked arts. Perhaps the master knew it was impossible. The weak cannot ever learn this, she calculated internally. The blood demon technique? Memories surfaced. Children playing together. "I'm coming." 1, 2, 3. The children scrambled to hide quickly. Young Xin Zhen ran deep into the forest, searching constantly. Suddenly she spotted a figure. Azong wore a cold, unreadable expression. He reached toward a wooden staff. His strange action left her utterly confused. Azong descended into a massive cavern. Azong sneered. "Still breathing, old man?" Ma Lao spat at him. "Bastard! Kill me, filthy degenerate." Azong wiped his face, replying slowly. "Your justice destroyed our martial sect. You will not escape this easily. You weakened the blood demon art. Pay now." The young girl watched it all unfold. Sizhen's haunting memories finally ended. So that is the blood demon technique back in the cave. Yuanzhu ate meat. Footsteps echoed. A shadow struck Yuanzhu's head before he could react. Tu Zhen signaled for them to drag him away. "Follow me." They headed toward the deep cave, once home to the evil sect. The captive sneered. Tu Zhen repeated her intent. "I come to fulfill the old man's final wish." He laughed darkly. "What are you rambling about?" Tu Zhen proposed a deal. "Teach this child the blood demon technique, or I will kill you." The demon elder questioned her. "You risk his life for this art?" Even the evil sect leader feared its power. Tu Zhen nodded in cold agreement. "My father is arrogant. Reputation is all that matters to him." "You claim the evil sect leader is your father?" Tu Zhen confirmed it once more. "Indeed. I beg of you. My father abandoned this boy." The demon elder asked calmly. "You want him to master this technique to survive?" Tu Zhen admitted it without hesitation. "Correct." The elder smiled with wicked delight. "If he masters the blood demon technique, the evil sect will suffer." They brought Yuanzhu in. He sat, needles piercing his shoulders. The elder spat needles. One pierced Yuanzhu's neck. He screamed in agony. Yuanzhu reached toward Tu Zhen. Desperate plea. "Save me." Tu Zhen asked the elder in panic. "Is he dying?" The elder explained coldly. "His blood vessels are twisting. Intense pain is inevitable. If he fails this, it is all meaningless." Yuanzhu's hands convulsed. He collapsed forward. He fell still, lifeless on the ground. Tu Zhen's subordinate checked him. Still breathing. Tu Zhen and the elder watched intently. Screams echoed as his body began to change. The elder grinned in anticipation. Enough yin energy surged within him. He is fit for the technique. Dark aura radiated from Yuanzhu's body. A venomous snake lunged at him. Yuanzhu dodged effortlessly. He killed it instantly. Tu Zhen stepped forward. "Enough. Prepare for the next stage." The subordinate bowed deeply. "Yes." The demon elder laughed in delight. "I built your foundation. Now fulfill your promise." The words left Tu Chan deeply irritated. "Stop your nonsense. I still need you." Old Ma cursed loudly. He watched her leave. "You traitor! You broke your oath." Nguyen Tun turned. He attacked the elder. Tu Chan watched, jaw hitting the floor. His hand pierced Ma. A decisive strike. He ripped it back. Pure, savage violence. Tu Chan watched, paralyzed by sheer terror. 10 years passed. The world moved on. Nguyen Tu engaged a man in combat. The man retreated. He shouted in defiance. "You dare attack the Wulin sect?" Nguyen Tu stared. His eyes burned cold. He frowned, roaring. "Who are you?" Before a word was spoken, he lunged. Nguyen Tu dodged. He smashed the skull. He kicked, crushing the target. Hei Lang gasped. Blood sprayed out. A voice echoed from behind. "Father!" Two girls trembled. Terror consumed them both. Hei Lang gripped his leg. "Run away!" Nguyen Tu struck. Total, instant execution. The girls huddled. Their eyes overflowed. Nguyen Tu looked down. Zero pity found. He remembered the order. Leave no witnesses. They begged for mercy. It meant nothing. Back to the present. He studied his hands. He spoke, calm and devoid of emotion. "I slaughtered many. Even your own priest." The monk behind him erupted with rage. "You killed the master? You monster!" Yuan Tu glanced back at the challenge. The monk swung his staff in fury. "You are mere filth. How dare you return?" He roared with intense resolve. "I seek vengeance from my master." Before the staff struck, a voice echoed from behind. "Stop," Wu Xin commanded. "He came for me." His words halted the monk's rage. His master had sent him here. The monk turned to argue with Wu Xin. "What do you mean master sent him? I do not understand your words." Wu Xin answered with grave solemnity. "He was lost. He came here seeking guidance." He continued. "I shall not stop your revenge. But is it worth your very life?" Incense smoke swirled. Bound and kneeling, Yuan Tu faced Wu Xin. Wu Xin pressed his palms together, channeling energy. He focused power into his fingertips. He struck Yuan Tu with absolute precision. Pain forced a growl. His limbs thrashed, veins bulged. He vomited crimson blood, eyes blackened. Sweat poured like rain. His aura shattered the surrounding stone pillars. Wu Xin moved instantly. "Stay still." He unleashed a barrage of strikes. Force slammed into Yuan Tuo's body. Wu Xin hoisted him into the air. He leaped upward, towering over the boy. Consciousness faded. Yet, a final kick struck home. The monks rushed forward to catch him. "Master! That boy is far too dangerous." Wu Xin ordered them to fall back. Focused on subduing him, he struck Yuan Tu's thigh. He used Wu Xin's body ascended into the air. His gaze locked onto Yuan Tu below. He struck the boy's forehead. Wu Xin and Yuan Tu landed heavily. A monk checked him. Wu Xin signaled, "Leave him be." Yuan Tu's body shuddered violently. 5 meridians paralyzed. His senses were sealed. A mortal would have perished. Wu Xin observed him, deep in thought. Was this truly the correct path? May Buddha oversee this heavy burden? Veins bulged. Yuan Tu screamed in agony. Spectators watched the horrific display unfold. Malice burned in a hidden gaze. A suffocating silence filled the air. The abbot spoke, voice cold. "Is that true?" The monk reported with grave certainty. "I heard it with my own ears." The wretch confessed to killing his master. Rage erupted within the abbot's heart. "Follow me." Immediately, Wu Xin stood outside, savoring the breeze. Sensing them, he spoke. "Abbot, what brings you here?" The abbot ignored pleasantries. He demanded answers. "A murderer is here." Wu Xin fell silent. "He is here, but you cannot meet him," the abbot snarled. "Do not toy with me." Wu Xin remained calm. "He seeks enlightenment from karma," the abbot roared. "Why block my path?" He stopped directly before the stoic Wu Xin. Wu Xin offered a simple, grounding truth. "I am merely healing a suffering patient." The abbot recoiled in pure fury. "Since when does Shaolin heal murderers?" Wu Xin gestured inside. "His wounds are not physical." Yuan Tui emerged. He gazed at Wu Xin, stating his intentions. "This is exactly what Buddha desires." Yuan Tuka knelt silently before the 2 monks. He spoke his heart with measured calm. "I know my sins. Execute me now." The abbot raised his wooden fish mallet. He intended to strike Yuan Tu down. Wu Xin saw his rage. He stepped in to intervene. "Amitabha, he has strayed. Against his own will, he seeks death to repent. His only path." He explained the details clearly. "That is why I sealed his power. He craves death." Wu Xin added once more. "To atone, I beg you, spare his life." The abbot paused. The killing intent vanished. "Very well. But my trust remains broken." He glared down. He spoke again. "Seek enlightenment. Follow the Dharma to repent." Yuan Tu Ma bowed low. The abbot departed. Peace returned. Yuan Tu carried water. He filled the buckets. He walked slowly. He felt the heavy burden. He trekked the path. He filled the basin. A monk stepped forward. "Rest now. That is enough." Yuan Tu smiled. He refused politely. "I will bring 9 more. I gave the abbot my word." They saw his bleeding shoulders. They gestured. Yuan Tu grinned. "I will finish soon. Ignore it." They watched his retreating form. They whispered, "That youth. Is he truly that naive?" "You heard him right. He killed our master. I cannot believe it." High above, Wu Xin watched in silence. Memories of the past returned. Nguyen Tuyu practiced meditation with the monks. The incense burned low. He remained motionless. Hours later, he finally rose to leave. Von Tam asked, "Have you finished meditating?" Nguyen Tu responded with profound, respectful silence. "Master, why are you still awake?" Von Tam replied, "I find sleep elusive." A full moon illuminated the dark sky. Nguyen Tu gazed up, acknowledging its beauty. "I never realized it was this radiant." Von Tam posed a curious question. "Why can you only see this now?" He observed the flowers and spoke honestly. "I do not know, master." The elder spoke with calm, deliberate wisdom. "Cherry blossoms bloom briefly before they fade. Without perfect timing, they remain unseen." Von Tam continued his somber analogy. "Human life follows the same cycle. It blossoms, then it falls away." Nguyen Tu scratched his head, completely confused. "What is the meaning of this?" "Descend the mountain." He felt stunned. "Why, master?" "But I have not finished. I have nothing left to teach you. Return to your family at once." Birds took flight, landing on withered branches. A young woman carried a heavy chest. Ruellen tripped over a jagged stone. She lost balance, falling face. Gratitude? But she was shocked. It was Nguyen Tu. "Nguyen Tu?" she asked anxiously. "Where have you been these past days?" Nguyen Tu stroked his hair. He answered simply, "Shaolin Temple." Dewey Lin became even more confused. "Shaolin? Did you get a haircut there?" Before explaining, another figure slammed heavily into Nguyen Tu. Dewey Lin watched. She thought silently, "Huh? Oh no." Instead of raging, Nguyen Tu called out, "My apologies." The other person replied politely, "It is fine. Watch your step." This reaction baffled Dewey Lin completely. What is wrong with him? Her jaw dropped. Is this truly Nguyen Tu? Dewey Lin's sharp voice echoed across the courtyard. "Father, come out and see this." Hearing his daughter's urgent cry, Dewey Lam rushed outside. What happened? The moment she saw him, Dewey Lin eagerly explained everything. Nguyen Tu has returned. Simple dinner plates were served. time to eat. Simultaneously, both Dui Lin and Dui Lam stared at Nguyen Tu. Seeing him motionless, the elder asked, "Kid, why not eat?" Nguyen Tu's response defied expectations. "Please. You first, elder." Both Dui Lam and Dui Lin gasped. Throughout dinner, his gaze never left the boy. Most bizarre. Meanwhile, Nguyen Tu placed food into Dui Lin's bowl. She thanked him blindly. Dui Lam observed carefully, wondering, "This punk used to eat like a beast. Why so polite now?" Dui Lin spoke next. "Why are you not eating?" Only then did Nguyen Tu scratch his head. He replied, "I shall eat now." Blue skies held drifting white clouds over endless mountain ranges. Dui Lin walked outside. She did not forget to bid farewell. "Father, I am leaving." Dui Lam waved his hand. "Travel safely." Suddenly, Nguyen Tu appeared. He blocked her path. "Wait." His sudden action left Dui Lin thoroughly confused. Nguyen Tu explained briefly, "Stay and care for father. Let me go instead." She froze. She scratched her cheek blankly. "What?" But Nguyen Tu was already moving. "Do not worry. Guard father well." Dui Lin could only watch his departing figure. From inside the house, Dui Lam called out. That aggressive punk changed completely after this trip. Someone must have taught him a lesson in manners. Dui Lin replied with pure curiosity. "You see it too, father?" Nguyen Tu stopped before a colossal tree. He raised his axe high. He swung it fiercely into the trunk. The sun climbed higher. Blazing light flooded the land. Very quickly, Nguyen Tu gathered a massive pile of firewood. He lifted them carefully. Nearby, a horse sprinted at breakneck speed. It pulled a carriage. Inside that carriage sat a small child. An urgent scream echoed from behind. "Stop it! Pursue them!" Nguyen Tu looked toward the noise, highly alert. What is happening? Oblivious to the deadly peril, the child laughed joyfully. He instantly assessed the situation, scanning the environment for a solution. "It is rolling down the slope. I need a barricade. Now." The horse reared up. It charged directly at Nguyen Tu. Instead of dodging, he braced his entire body to intercept it. The violent impact threw Nguyen Tu back. The horse slammed down. Finally, it calmed down. The child's parents arrived at that exact moment. Heavens! My heart stopped. "Son, are you hurt?" Nguyen Tu's voice echoed from behind them. "Is the child unharmed?" They turned to him and answered, "Ah, you stopped this wild beast." But Nguyen Tu was bleeding heavily. The parents bowed deeply in gratitude. "Thank you. The child is safe. We owe you everything." Nguyen Tu replied with profound humility. "Do not mention it." Duty demanded it. Fresh blood flowed continuously from his hands. The worried couple shouted in panic. "Heavens! You are severely wounded. See a physician immediately." The father, Fu Duong, called out, "Do not tell me you intend to walk away like that. We will bring you to Master La." Nguyen Tu glanced back and smiled. "I am fine. Farewell." But before he could leave, Fu Duong made one final demand. "State your name. I shall repay this debt." Back at the small cottage, Dui Lin waited anxiously. Dui Lam's sudden voice shattered her deep thoughts. Sigh. The brat is still missing. Flustered, she babbled nonsensically to her father. "Yes, I will break his legs when he returns. I will." The moment she finished speaking, Nguyen Tu's voice echoed outside. "Dui Lin." Dui Lam breathed a massive sigh of relief. "Oh." He returned, but instantly their eyes widened in absolute horror at his bloody wounds. Dui Lin rushed forward, demanding answers at the top of her lungs. "What happened to you? Fighting again? You are grown. When will you finally mature?" Nguyen Tu dismissed it lightly. "A minor accident while chopping wood." Dui Lin pointed at the pile. "How was your harvest today?" "You dropped all the firewood." She watched the wood scatter. She continued. "You test my patience. I lose control." Ruslan gathered them. She scolded him constantly. "My judgment failed. I trusted you. Speak." Nguyen Tu explained calmly. "No lies here." Anger clouded her judgment. "Enough. Perform your duties properly." Ruelan commanded him. "Just follow me. Understood?" Nguyen Tu replied submissively. "I understand." A new day arrived. Streets grew crowded. Nguyen Tuna followed behind Ruelan. Suddenly, he dropped a parcel. Ruelan glanced back. She looked worried. "Why?" "We must arrive early." Nguyen Tu hesitated. She finally saw it. His arm dripped blood. "You are injured? Why stay silent?" Nguyen Tu waved it off. "It is nothing. Just fine." She touched him. He screamed. Her fury peaked. "You call this nothing? Speak! Your wound is critical." Nguyen Tu stumbled. No fight occurred. Ruelan lost all patience. "Truth now. I will not relent." Their argument ceased. Wu Zhuang interrupted them. "Our benefactor. What a fated meeting. We share a deep destiny." Ruelan felt confused. "Him? Your benefactor? What could this mean?" Wu Yang thrusts a small bag forward. "Please, accept this." His sudden action leaves Yuanzhu completely bewildered. Wu Yang insists. I have not thanked you yet. Please, just take it. Yuan Zhu is growing increasingly confused. This is unnecessary. Wu Yang adds, use this wealth to support your family. Benefactor. Unexpectedly, the boy turns and flees. Wu Yang calls out, feeling utterly helpless. Benefactor, wait. Do not leave yet. He refuses to quit and offers something else. Wait. This time, Wu Yang offers nothing but fish. Benefactor, please take these. I beg of you. Yuan Zhu raises a hand to refuse. There is truly no need for this. However, Wu Yang approaches Rui Lin instead. I offer this to your wife. This title leaves her visibly shocked. Without giving Yuan Zhu a chance, Wu Yang mounts his horse. Farewell, benefactor. I must be going. Yuan Zhu sighs in relief. Finally, they have left. Evening falls. The golden light fades away. Yuan Zhu follows behind Rui Lin and speaks. Rui Lin, thanks to you we sold everything easily. Receiving no response, he feels a surge of worry. Are you feeling troubled? Why will you not speak? Rui Lin pauses to consider her words carefully. No, I am quite happy. Her cold tone still leaves Yuan Zhu anxious. Did I do something wrong? Did you commit an error at the market? Rui Lin shook her head in denial. No, that is not the cause here. After a moment she explained, I apologize for my misunderstanding. Yuan Tu stood there, stunned and silent. Rui Lin added coolly, you doubted me. I bled saving others. You were far too harsh today. Yuan Tu reached out, resting a hand gently upon her shoulder. He smiled warmly. It is done. Let it go. Rui Lin watched his departing figure in silence. Yet, a genuine smile bloomed upon her face. He has changed. Truly. Quite significantly. The full moon bathed the landscape in silver light. Rui Lin held a knife to clean the fish, but her mind drifted elsewhere. She pondered his touch upon her shoulder. A strange warmth stirred within her. HMPH. What is he doing? Why does my heart race so? Distracted, the blade slipped. She cried out in pain. Yuan Tu appeared instantly. His face was etched with pure concern. Rui Lincoln, are you injured? She pulled her hand away, quickly shaking her head in denial. It is nothing. Please, be more careful. His voice carried a tone of deep sincerity. Your hand is hurt. Let me finish this. He gripped the knife, poised above the fish. Is this how it is done? His clumsy attempts sparked Rui Lin's intense curiosity. No. Do not carve the meat like that. The father watched from the shadows, silently admiring the scene. The meal concluded. Rui Lin bowed with grace. Good night, father. The father smiled, answering with deep affection. Very well. She turned to the other, whispering, good night. Nguyen Tu spoke with polite grace. Huh? Yes. Ruelin's bashful expression did not escape Ruelin. Nguyen Tu extinguished the lamps, preparing his bed. Ruelin coughed in agony. Ruelin reacted instantly. Father! Nguyen Tu steadied him, offering medicine. Are you holding up? Drink this elixir immediately. Ruelin finished the brew. Phew. Much better. Ruelin watched silently. He is stable. Time to leave? Nguyen Tu, wait. The boy turned. Sir? A heavy question hung in the air. What are your thoughts on Ruelin? She stood behind, heart hammering in anticipation. Nguyen Tu hesitated, scratching his head. I misunderstand. Rui Lim did not mince his words. I have watched you. You are compatible. The words were difficult to utter. My life force is rapidly fading. Ruelim sought to entrust Ruelin to him. If willing, I shall wed her to you. Your decision? The sudden proposal left Nguyen Tu stunned. Marriage? To Ruelin? Truly? Ruelim observed his reaction, filled with uncertainty. Why hesitate? Do you disdain her? Nguyen Tu stammered, frantically denying the claim. No, that is not it. Ruelim turned away. I shall not force you. He confessed his shame. I am destitute. I cannot provide. Ruelim's heart soared with sudden relief. What? Does this mean you accept my daughter? Ruelin flushed with deep embarrassment. Overjoyed. Heart racing. Organize the wedding ceremony. Ruelin considers his daughter's future. Only her consent remains. Nguyen Tu replied politely. I shall wait. She slept nearby. She made a sound. She drew their attention. Ruelin collapsed. Shame consumed. Nguyen Tu rushed forward. He helped her up. Ruelin. How long were you there? Ruelin pushes them together. No further questions needed. You have a husband. Are you happy? Overwhelmed by shame, Ruelin fled. A finger pointed at Nguyen Tu's cheeks. Ruelin smiled. Please cherish my daughter. Nguyen Tu made a vow. Under the dark night, I will protect her. Forever and always. 2 years passed. Ruelin went into labor. Agonizing screams filled the air. The midwife urged her. Push a bit more. Screams echoed outside. The midwife guided her efforts. The baby arrives. Push harder now. Nguyen Tu paced frantically. Pure, unadulterated anxiety. Ruelin struggled. Ruelin offered calm guidance. Just wait. The midwife emerged. The infant wailed loudly. Congratulations. A healthy baby boy. Bai Kwang, the butcher, sword in hand. Crossing the wooden bridge, a man leading a cow appeared. Bing Kwang stared intently. He harbored a dark grudge. They approached each other. Narrow path. Impending collision. The man blocked the path. Refusing to yield, Bing Kwang snarled. Old man, are you senile? Move. Or suffer death. The elder merely smiled and countered. What if I refuse to step aside? Bing Kwang could not fathom his intent. The fake elder struck first. Wind blades erupted. What are you doing? He cast off his robes. He lunged with blades. Bing Kwang leaped back. He retreated instantly. He countered. The nearby beast was struck. The elder blocked the sword. He laughed mockingly. Weak I may be, but I sense intent. Bing Kwang grew annoyed. He roared loudly. Who is this madman? The elder snapped his fingers. Hidden soldiers emerged. They leaped from the river. Bing Kwang dodged darts. He moved with speed. A dart struck. It pierced his knee. Agony surged. Two swords descended from above. No escape. Blades impaled his body. The assassin removed his disguise. He seized the loot. Accept your fate. You are mere weaponry. Night fell. Cold mist blanketed the house. Inside, Rui Lin played with Yuan Shan. Ju He. Look here. Yuan Shan was laughing. Rui Lin watched. Truly joyful. Father, you seem to adore him, he affirmed. I understand now. Grandchildren are precious. Suddenly, Rui Lin coughed blood. Crimson stained the floor. Rui Lin panicked. Father, are you well? She screamed in terror. Yuan Shu returned. He heard her frantic cries. Father, he sprinted inside, demanding to know what happened. Rui Lan supported Rui Lin, speechless with anxiety. Father, the doctor arrived. His expression turned grim. Yuan Zhu asked, what is his condition? The doctor sighed. He will not survive tonight. Rui Lan has been weeping without end. Father, Yuan Zhu begged. Please, do something. Anything at all. Please, save him. It is too late. Survival is a miracle. Rui Lin awoke, whispering, it is fine, son-in-law. Yuan Shu grabbed his hand. I must speak. I thank you for joining our family. Father, do not say that. Stay with us. Rui Lan, trust your husband. Live happily always. Rui Lan sobbed. Do not leave me, father. His eyes faded. The light vanished forever. At dawn, he walked toward the temple. Master, please. Grant me some food. The sweeping monk looked up, full of grace. Of course. It shall be done. Two monks nearby were whispering to each other. Have you heard of the Prena Square incident? I rarely leave the temple grounds lately. What exactly happened over there? A monk spared a murderer's wretched life. He saved the man who killed another monk. That is heartless. Truly beyond reason. Indeed. A famous figure. The undefeated warrior. He froze, cold sweat soaking him. That killer must be cunning and ruthless. The other monk gestured to stop talking. Silence. Be careful with your words. The monk returned, bringing food for Bai He. Here is your meal. But he saw nothing. Where has he gone? Elsewhere, two guards stand before closed doors. He rushes forward, breathing heavily. Pardon me. I must report urgent news. The guard snaps. You are arrogant. Leave. He refuses to be turned away. Please. The master will welcome this news. The guard refuses passage? Return at dawn tomorrow. He screams. I have information regarding the serial killer. A man emerges, questioning the identity of the intruder. He drops to his knees. Master. Jing. He grabs his collar. Who is it? Answer me immediately. He speaks. Shaolin spared the killer of Master Wuxin. Jing. He trembles. What? Master Wuxin. He continues. Killed by an unknown assassin. Jing. He demands. Are you certain? He is resolute. Yes. I heard it at the Shaolin temple. Sheng. He commands. Summon the 8 leaders, excluding Shaolin. He obeys, then hesitates. What should I write in the letters? Xing He smirks. Invite them to the Shaolin temple. Elsewhere, Pai Kwang's belongings lie on the floor. He is my sworn enemy. The assassin is praised and beams with pride. Many thanks. Fei Huang speaks. Only one remains. You were right. Ding Lai sips tea. We will find him, though we may be lost. Fei Huang places a hand on her shoulder. Your efforts brought us to this point. I will never forget your dedication. A guard arrived bearing a letter. Sir, a message from the Gifang Society. Fei Huang accepted it with profound confusion. The Gifang Society? He opened it, reading aloud. What has transpired here? Within Shaolin Temple, monks chanted before Buddha. They knelt in prayer. Suddenly, someone rushed inside. The monk whispered, Master, I must speak urgently. They were meditating. A master signaled silence, but the monk could not wait. One senior monk stood up, fueled by sudden rage. State your business. He leaned in. whispering the report. The master's face turned deathly pale. He beckoned 2 others. Masters, a furious crowd has entered the Shaolin courtyard. 3 masters stepped forward. One representative spoke. Greetings to our distinguished guests. How long have you waited? Why arrive without sending word for proper reception? Xing He stepped forward. Do you recall the incident from last year? We found him. Rumors say the murderer who killed Master Muang and 10 warriors hides here. How could this occur? The representative remained calm. Bodhisattva. The crowd roared in disbelief. Answer us. Are we correct? More importantly, Shaolin has crossed the line. The master sighed. I can no longer conceal the truth. It is true. I have healed the enemy. One man seethed inwardly. Damnation. It came to this. The red-haired man stepped forward, questioning aggressively. Why save him after he murdered a master? Is there any justification for harboring such a cruel killer? Wu Xin stood in his path. Please, stop. I am the one who treated him. An old man. You provide treatment for that savage murderer. The only logical explanation is that you share his nature. Other monks raised their staves, hoping to intervene. Please, be calm. How can you speak such nonsense? Wu Xin bellowed. Monks, stay exactly where you are. Xing. He stepped forward, advising the swordsman. Wait. What harm is there in hearing their side? He seemed displeased, yet stepped back to let Xing He question the monk. Wu Xin recited the traditional Buddhist mantra, Avalokiteshvara. His soul was corrupted by evil forces. He has confessed all his sins. The woman interjected. Evil forces? Are you suggesting this involves a demonic sect? Wu Xin replied. I am unaware. I have never heard of such a sect. I have sealed his 6 meridians to cripple him forever. An onlooker screamed. Murder is murder. His crimes cannot be erased. Monk Muang is dead. Tell us where he went. I possess no information beyond his name. The elder channeled his energy. Why did you choose to aid him? Wu Xin confessed. It was my personal choice to seal his power. If this enrages you, then end my life here. He waited for this moment to strike. Very well. Your wish is granted. I must pacify this crowd. Fei Huang blocked the blade. Lord, please remain calm. The red-haired man spat. Move. You only interfere because you were unaffected. Fei Huang retorted. Violence here will solve nothing. He turned to Jiang He. I swear by the Huangfu name to track him. So please, lower your weapon. The elder sheathed his blade. Since you gave your word, I shall wait. Wu Xin watched in silence, at a loss for words. Before Mushi Ruelin's tomb, Yuan Shu's beard had grown long. The family stood together, bowing before the father's grave. Yuan Shu signaled. Let us go, Ruelin. She bid her father farewell. I will visit you again soon, father. The market atmosphere remains vibrant and bustling. The couple approaches the grilled meat stall. Yuan Tu asks, Are you hungry, my love? He calls out, How much for 1 skewer? The vendor holds 5 fingers up. 5 coins. Yuan Tuai inspects his limited spirit stones. 5 coins? Too expensive. Give me 2 for 4 coins total. The vendor instantly rejects his offer. Impossible. I am already selling quite cheap. Yuan Tu reluctantly pulls out 5 coins. Fine. Just give me 1 then. He hands the skewer to her immediately. Rui Lin. Eat this now. Rui Lin eats and asks him, Are you not going to eat? Yuan Tu waves his hand dismissively. I will eat later. His stomach growls loudly. Rui Lin holds out the meat skewer. Why lie to me, husband? She offers half, but he refuses again. Keep it for you and Yuan Shan. Rui Lin glares. Eat this right now. Yuan Tui cannot disobey her command. Yes, wife. It is delicious. Next time, more. Suddenly, a man is thrown through air. The master shouts, Trash! Get back to work! The victim falls and kneels in fear. My apologies, sir. Please forgive my negligence. The master spits out his orders. Here is your pay. Now get out. Yuan Tua lingers, but Rui Lin insists. Husband, let us go now. Yuan Tua obeys her immediately. Yes. Coming right now. A humble meal sits upon the table. Rui Lan questions him softly. Will you not eat now? Yuan Zhu answers with urgency. I am eating right now. She feels great concern for him. Parenthood weighs heavily on his mind. Rui Lan consoles. You have provided well. Yuan Zhu asks, should I work there? Rui Lan is visibly stunned. He claims, the tavern pays double. She warns, the owner is temperamental. Yuan Zhu insists, it is opportunity. She finally trusts his choice. Perhaps your confidence is sufficient. I will succeed. Thank you. He lifts his son high. Yuan Shan, grow up strong. An underling reports, Bing Tian arrived. He bows before leader Wu Huang. Wu Huang asks, why arrive now? Bing Tian replies, you know why. The sect seeks our final enemy. Find him before they do. Wu Huang remains coldly indifferent. You ignore the cultists? I require your sect's strength. Wu Huang sneers. Impossible task. Are the cult and you brothers? Wu Huang finds this laughable. He challenged Bin Thian. Does any brother force his sibling to die for his own mistakes? Bin Thien nervously raised his hands. My lord, please don't be angry. There is a misunderstanding here. Wu Huang grew furious. As I said, the Sangjiu Guild will not participate in this. A subordinate spoke up. Master, Wu Huang is dismissing us. Show our guest the exit. Bin Thien turned, drenched in sweat. You will regret this choice. The red-haired man observed him closely. Sir, such actions might incite conflict with the evil sect in the future. Wu Huang grinned menacingly. We no longer need to obey that old man's orders. The red-haired man asked in surprise. How so? Wu Huang calmed him. Do not worry. I have a plan. Another subordinate entered the room. Master, you have visitors. Wu Huang expressed genuine surprise. Oh, perfect timing. Fei Huang and Ding Li. The red-haired man froze. He did not expect their arrival. He was the head of the Wangbu clan. Customers began calling for their orders. Owner! Bring a plate of buns and 2 bowls of noodles here. The owner rested his chin lazily. Are you deaf? Did you hear them? Guyantu stammered. No, I did not hear them. The owner pointed and scolded him. Are you deaf? Listen to the customers. Guyantu bowed. I am sorry. Right away. He rushed to the table. My apologies. Here is your food. Please. Enjoy. Guyantu returned to the owner, smiling foolishly. Sir, what did the customers order? The owner crossed his arms. H-M-P-H. A plate of buns and 2 bowls of noodles. He replied quickly. Understood. Right away. After a chaotic rush, Guyantuka finally served the last table. As he collapsed into a chair, the owner called out again. Good. Follow me. He turned back. Are you not coming? If you do not like it, you can leave. Guyantu stared, bewildered. Wait. Where am I going? The boss opened a storage room. He pointed and spoke. Peel all this garlic to leave. Guyantua felt absolute shock. What? All of this garlic? The boss scowled. You know the consequences. Guyantu suppressed his anger. I will do it, the boss scoffed. Naturally, you will comply. Late at night, the boss waited. He will surely quit soon. Guyantu stepped outside. Master, the boss sneered. Too difficult for you? He thought wickedly. I will fire him unpaid. Guyantu looked up. Finished. May I leave? The boss stood in shock. Finished already? How? Disbelief consumed him. He rushed inside. He inspected the garlic. Absolute terror. What is this monster? Guyantu extended his hands. Please provide today's wages. The boss could not refuse. Very well. Take this. Here you go. Guyantu bowed. Thank you. As he turned, the boss called out. Guyantu. Bakha heard the name. Guyantu, the boss warned. Be here early tomorrow. Guyantu bowed. I understand. He walked home slowly. Bakha followed secretly. Guyantu turned around. Nothing was there. Was it just imagination? Bakha hid, heart pounding. Arriving home, Guyantu smiled. Wife, I am home, she replied. Welcome back. How is work? Bakha hesitated. His cultivation is lost. Should I strike now? He stepped forward. Then retreated. Fear gripped him. Impossible. If he escapes, I must report to Qi Jinghe. What? You have found him? Bye. He bowed his head. Yes. I have located his residence. Qi Jing, he asked eagerly. Are you truly certain? Bye. He replied solemnly. Yes. I heard the villagers call his name. Qi Jing. He turned to his 2 subordinates. So that is it. I see. Yuan Zhu is merely his name. Bye. He pondered. I shall investigate and report further. Qi Jing, he roared. Fool! Verify before you report. He trembled. Understood, master. The letter was secured. The pigeon took flight toward Fei Huang. He seized the bird. Fei Huang read the report. Ding Li sipped tea and asked, Have they found another Yuan Zhu? Fei Huang replied. Indeed they have. Should we dispatch Lord Huang Qi there? She asked. Fei Huang mused. I believe we are on the right path, but if Huang Qi fails, we must take action. If he is an enemy, what happens then? Destroy all evidence. Fei Huang agreed. Absolutely essential. The next day, the master pointed. Clean this room? Remove everything inside. The stench is foul. A dead rat, likely. Yuan Zhu scratched his head. Understood. I will, the master warned. Finish before noon? Bye. He continued to tail Yuan Zhu. He tracked every movement closely. Is it done? Yuan Zhu reported. The master gazed at the 2 rodents, stunned. Did you truly uncover them? The master issued his command. The area is cleansed now. You must return them inside. Yuan Tu wiped sweat, staring in disbelief. Right at this moment, the master spoke coldly. Why look shocked? Do you expect my assistance? Yuan Tu trembled. He obeyed the order. I understand perfectly. The master returned to the kitchen. Bye. He doubted herself. He is no killer. He turned, but noticed Yuan Tua's physique. Bye. He thought, what is this? The old man broke into a sweat. I knew nothing of his hidden strength. I only had his name. How elusive. Rumors claim his martial art is sealed. Bye. He was shocked. It was him. Sunset approached. Wu Huang scanned the house. Is this it? The red-haired man replied. It is undoubtedly here. He gave a sharp order. Begin the execution. The red-haired man sighed deeply. Master, this is the 4th attempt. Those Guangbo bastards slaughtered our men. Wu Huang glared. He emphasized his will. I demand their total eradication. The red-haired man unsheathed his blade. Understood. Rui Lin arrived, asking, who goes there? The redhead turned, sheathing his blade instantly. We are searching for a man named Nguyen Tu. Du Lan was utterly stunned. My husband? Why seek him? The redhead smirked. We are friends. This is my younger brother. We met him recently. We came to inquire. Du Lan turned to Wu Huang. Then why is he late? The redhead locked eyes with him. Du Lan signaled. Enter. Wait for him inside. She hesitated. Forgive me. I have a young child. The redhead insisted. My brother has something for him. Du Lan stepped aside, relenting. Very well. You may enter. He bowed. Apologies for the intrusion. Their belongings were moved inside. Nguyen Tu demanded. I finished. Pay me now. The master tossed him some coins. He suddenly called out. Wait. I have a task. Nguyen Tu paused. Speak. The master leered. You are strong. Accompany me there. Nguyen Tu frowned. To where? The master held up gold. A mahjong game. Guard me. Get paid. Nguyen Tu turned, stone-faced. Absolutely not. The master panicked. I will pay double. Just one match. You may leave after. Zero danger. Do not worry so much. Nguyen Tu stood, deep in thought. Du Lan tucked her child in. He is late today. She looked up. What is your business? Wu Huang unleashed intense killing intent. Du Lan shuddered. This man is dangerous. The redhead smiled. We are starving. Some food perhaps? Du Lan stayed silent. The man glared. Are you empty-handed? Rui Lan fled in terror. I will execute him immediately. Silence fell. Bai He watched her retreat. She must report to Qi Jing. Sir? Something is not right here. Qi Jing. He turned. What do you mean? Bai. He knelt. Someone is already inside. Qi Jing. He frowned. Troublesome. Rui Lan, bring the food. A sudden scream pierced the night air. Who are you? 2 suspects blocked Rui Lan's path. Apologies. We are lost. Direct us home? Rui Lan pointed. Follow this path straight. He replied. Gratitude. Another approached, holding a heavy branch. Rui Lan shrieked. What are you doing? Returning to the village. Nothing more. One leaped, wielding the wooden club. The buns fell. The house was surrounded. A signal was given. They approached silently. He knocked. He peered through the gap. The redhead hid above. Empty, he reported. The redhead lunged. Instant execution. His icy glare chilled them. A crash erupted. Wu Huang descended. Cruel, killing intent surged. His pressure crushed their faces. Wu Huang landed. A club descended. He struck first. Total defenselessness. 2 sneaked from behind. He stomped back. Avoiding strikes, he flipped through the air. Fingers clawed a throat. A swipe. He fell dead. Wu Huang swept his hand. Another life claim. A heavy staff. Qixing He strikes. Wu Huang is injured, unprepared. The redhead catches him, asking, Are you stable? Qixing. He points, shouting. What are you showing off? Who are you? Redhead says fearfully. That staff wielder is a high official. What now? Wu Huang cruelly shoves him. The redhead is surrounded. Damn it. He charges into death, with no other options left. Foes fall before his blade. Too many enemies. He is ambushed behind. More attackers surge forward. He is gravely wounded. Eyes losing focus. One thug shouts, Sir! The second one escaped. Qixing He bellows, Damn it! Capture him! At the mahjong parlor, the boss cheers. A lucky day. I've won again. The opponent asks, Why is your luck so good? The boss says, Who knows? That is enough for tonight. A man grabs his hand. Leaving so soon? We have just begun. The boss turns, refusing firmly. Take Yuan Zhu and get the payment. The youth behind nods. Understood. The boss departs feeling refreshed. See you later. We are leaving. The 2 gamblers seethe, unable to act. The boss laughs on his way home. Look, we earned much today. Shall we feast? What think you? Yuan Zhu replies. It is late. The boss does not force him. Fine. You did well. I will grant you a bonus. The thug strikes him, shouting, What the hell are you doing? He points at Yuan Zhu, threatening him. Stay still or die. We take everything. Feng Tu ignored the commotion. He simply watched from afar. Once they departed, he checked on the shopkeeper. After a brief inspection, he sighed in relief. The scene shifted back home. Ruilan finally regained consciousness. Corpses littered the courtyard around her. Nearby, a thug sneered. "That brat is too loud." Ruilan rushed inside to find her son. The young boy was crying inconsolably. She grabbed him. She held him tight. Soon, the child fell silent. Ruilan crept outside with her son. She seized the moment. She escaped, but her freedom was short-lived. Where is she going? Do not let her escape. Ruilan screamed for help. A thug raised his club. So troublesome. End her now. The other thug looked confused. What are you doing? He stayed silent. He hurled the club. It struck her head. She lost her footing. They watched in terror. She plummeted down. She hit the rocks. Death was instantaneous. The two thugs cursed in disbelief. Damn it. Why hit her head? I suspect they are both dead. The leader demanded the mother and child. They dared not lie. They admitted defeat. The leader roared. You killed them? I ordered you to spare them. They stammered. She tried to flee. We gave chase. She fell. The leader calmed his rage. What is done cannot be undone. She consorted with the enemy. Capture our target. Both men thanked him profusely. The leader glared. Where is he? He remains hidden. Even after their deaths, he is still within the tavern. Let us hunt him down. Yuan Zhu returned home. He spotted them. He hid. He watched in silence. Why are there so many? They emerged from the forest. A sudden realization. He sprinted home. He stumbled upon Ruilan. Her corpse lay still. Pure, agonizing shock. He checked for breath. Tears flowed uncontrollably. He cradled her. He wept bitterly. He froze. He saw a token. Yuan Shan. Relief washed over his heart. He turned. He carried her away. He reached home. A gruesome scene. He dropped her. He screamed for Yuan Shan. He searched wildly. Yuan Shan was crying. He grabbed the boy. He shouted his name. He wailed. 7 Star. He surrounded them. Search every inch. Destroy everything. They roared in unison. Bye. He smashed through the doors. 7 Star. He awaited the news. A scout rushed forward. Master. There is nothing here. Another pointed. Look. Fire is rising. 7 Star. He frowned. They stood near the flames, completely bewildered. Everything burns. Is he the culprit? Qi Jinghe struck Bai He in anger. Your fault. Why did you leave? Bai He wept. My lord, forgive me. Qi Jinghe roared. Do not tarnish me, the subordinate urged. We can extract information. Qi Jinghe grabbed Wu Huang. Where hidden? Wu Huang stammered. I know nothing. Qi Jinghe struck him with lethal intent. Answer me. Who commands you? Wu Huang spat. Qi Jinghe wiped his face. Enraged. You court death. He tore out his eye. Wu Huang screamed. Qi Jinghe ordered retreat. Yuan Tu watched from above. His eyes glowed blue. Yuan Shan cried. He sought peace for Ruilin. Yuan Tu buried her alone. Yuan Tu wept. My fault, Ruilin. He gripped the dirt tightly. Yuan Tu gazed upward. How to live? Yuan Shan wailed beside his father. Yuan Tu wiped his tears, holding Yuan Shan. Yuan Tu vowed. You died for him. I shall protect him. Yuan Tu stood firm. Rest in peace. Chaos erupted at Fei Huang. Useless trash escaped. Why hide his location? The long-haired man demanded. Our leader commands Murim. Speak now. Qi Jinghe bowed. My failure to track him. Fei Huang pondered. They know nothing. Qi Jinghe continued. A traitor walks among us. The crowd gasped. What mean you? Sect Master Shin sneered. Blaming us now? Qi Jinghe's eyes burned. 2 spies were waiting. This means they already possessed prior intelligence. The elder gestured, ordering them to bring him forward. The 2 guards bowed their heads in obedience. As you command. Fei Huang stood frozen. His conscience clearly struck. Impossible. Wu Huang was dragged onto the stage. They demanded. Speak! How did you know this? Wu Huang flashed a mocking grin. Utterly futile. That will achieve absolutely nothing. The white-haired man laughed maniacally. He threw Wu Huang aside. He coughed blood. The elder stomped on his shoulder. Vicious threats followed. Burning flesh or broken bones. Choose your torture. Wu Huang widened his eyes. Fei Huang stayed silent. The elder paused. What if the plan fails to manifest? Fei Huang smiled. You worry too much, elder. The elder reassured. There is no need for concern, Ding Lai added. From today, Huang Bo and I am Sangjiu are family. Wu Huang laughed. Is this your idea of family? Fei Huang gripped his shoulder. I will handle everything for I am Sangjiu, Wu Huang shouted. Meaningless. If you fear the outcome, stop now. The white-haired elder gouged out his remaining eye. The crowd stood in absolute terror. He stomped on Wu Huang. Scum! Do not force me to dirty my hands. Wu Huang attempted to bite his tongue. The elder blocked it with a blade. Trying to die? Useless effort. You cannot die without my permission. Suddenly, Fei Huang struck Wu Huang down to silence him. The elder gasped. Fei Huang, what are you doing? How truly pathetic. He erupted with power. We should not act like this before them. The white-haired man turned away. There is no other way. This is not the proper path. Fei Huang roared. Silence! We do what is necessary to maintain order. If we lose our composure, how are we better than them? The entire crowd fell into dead silence. That Tin Hach eventually sided with Nguyen Tu. He packed his belongings and left with Nguyen Sun. Nguyen Sun began to wet himself again. Nguyen Tua realized the truth. He awkwardly comforted the crying child. Be good. Do not cry. An elderly woman walked past them. The child is likely hungry. That is why. Nguyen Tu turned his head, looking confused. Is that truly the case? The old woman asked. Where is the mother? Nguyen Tu remained silent, feeling deeply saddened. She pointed toward the river. Seek the married woman there. Nguyen Tu asked. Why must it be a woman? She slapped him. Fool! Find breast milk for him. Nguyen Tu nodded obediently. Understood. He bowed his head in gratitude. Thank you. A washing paddle struck the wet clothes. A woman nearby asked. Why so much laundry? The girl replied. The children are always playing. Her infant suddenly began to wail. The woman looked over. The baby is hungry. He stepped closer. What eyes! Truly magnificent and beautiful. She saw Nguyen Tu and shrieked. Good heavens, who are you? What are you doing? Nguyen Tu stuttered, unable to find words. He stammered. I mean no harm. I need assistance. The girl threw her paddle. Are you mad? The woman stood up aggressively. Leave, you pervert. She signaled to the other village women. Summon your husbands here immediately. Teach this degenerate a harsh lesson. They heard this and eventually agreed. Fine. Yuan Tuo panicked. It's not like that. The girl pointed her finger, threatening him. Don't move. Approach me? You will regret it. Suddenly, Yuan Shan cried out from hunger. The woman stared at the child. Huh, is Min not the one crying? That is correct. Yuan Tu pleaded desperately. Please, feed my son. He has eaten nothing all day. The woman scratched her head, smiling awkwardly. Is that really the case? Why did you not say so? The girl apologized. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Yuan Tu chuckled. You screamed. How could I explain? She looked at Yuan Shan. He eats well. Yuan Tue asked. Any secluded mountains nearby? She pointed ahead. Cross the river. You will find one. A moment later, she returned the child. There. I fed him well. Yuan Tu bowed. Thank you. Your kindness remains. She insisted. Return, if he is hungry. The woman sighed. Traveling with all that? Truly a difficult path alone. Yuan Tu departed, as stones fell continuously. He looked down with a heavy heart. To avoid trouble, he needed total seclusion. Yuan Tu sprinted toward a distant house. He called out. Is anyone living here? Inside, he found the owner long dead. He watched them. They passed away long ago. He asked his son, Yuan Shan, is this acceptable? The child raised his hands, smilingly agreeing. 7 years passed. An arrow struck near a rabbit. Yuan Shan clenched his fist. Damn. I missed it. Yuan Tu whispered. Silence. He fired an arrow. The rabbit fell. Yuan Shan cheered, Father. You did it, Yuan Tu instructed. Stay here. I will retrieve it. Yuan Shan nodded. Yes, Father. Yuan Tu approached. He spotted a massive claw print. Yuan Shan screamed. Father! A beast is attacking! The boy trembled. Yuan Tu gripped a stone. Yuan Shan. Stand still. The boy obeyed, I understand. Yuan Tu threw the stone. Over here, you mindless beast, the beast pursued. Yuan Tu sprinted away with everything. The beast closed in. Yuan Tu ran for his life. The beast lunged. Yuan Tu leaped into the air. The beast missed its mark. It plummeted downward. Gravity took hold. It had nothing to cling on to. Yuan Tui caught a branch. He dangled above the abyss. Yuan Tu sweated. That was close. Yuan Shan shouted, It is almost roasted. Yuan Tu replied, You eat first. He offered a blade. Take this gift. Yuan Shan grasped it. Did you craft this? My name is engraved here. He embraced the blade. Thank you, Father. Yuan Tu patted him. Use it only in danger. Night fell. Vicious beasts prowled the perimeter. Yuan Tuguo watched the boy. This threat required elimination. Yuan Tuma called out softly. The boy awakened. What is it? Yuan Shan stepped outside. Father? Where are you? Yuan Tua beckoned. Come here, Yuan Shan. The boy approached. Why are you here? A tripwire snapped. The warning bell rang out. Yuan Tu pointed. I have rigged traps everywhere. He placed a hand on Yuan Shan's shoulder. If you hear alarms, predators are near. Get inside. Close the door. Understood? The young boy rubbed his tired eyes. Yes. Yuan Tu noticed him touching his stomach. Hungry? Let us eat breakfast now. Only a little rice remained at home. Yuan Tu stood there, lost in thought. Moments later, Yuan Shan asked, Father, are you not hungry? Yuan Tu replied, Yes. I have eaten. He donned his coat. I go to the village. Yuan Tu asked, worried. Will you be safe alone? Yuan Shan replied obediently. It is fine. Go, father. Upon reaching the village, the woman touched the furs. Heavens! This fur quality is truly exceptional. She looked at Yuan Tu. Did you capture a monster? Yuan Tuka denied this. I used a trap. The woman smiled. Winter will not be a problem now. She pointed to a corner. Take everything there. Is Yuan Shan doing well? Yuan Tu smiled. Yes. We hunt together often. The woman gasped. Is he not still just a child? Truly impressive. Like father, like son. What does the boy want for his future? Sung Yu overheard. Yuan Tu locked eyes with him. I do not know. I must wait. He suddenly bolted, leaving her in confusion. What happened? By the time Yuan Tu arrived, the man had fled. He scratched his head and returned to her. My apologies. I thought I saw someone. You truly startled me for a moment. Regardless. Will you return home now? Guyen Tu replied calmly. Not just yet. I must purchase supplies from Guyen Sun. Amidst wild grass, Guyen Sun practiced strikes. A sound emerged behind the boy. Guyen Sun turned, gripped by terror. What? The boy fled toward his home. Guyen Sun stopped, eyes wide with shock. He stood frozen, sensing someone nearby. Inside, the stranger Sung Du awaited him. Hearing noise, he lunged to investigate. Only a crow pecked the earth. Sung Du pondered. Guyen Sun watched from afar. Who was this man? A friend of his father, perhaps? Sung Du scanned the area. Guyen Sun remembered his father's search. Hidden in the trees, Guyen Sun froze. Guyen Tu climbed up. What are you doing here? Guyen Sun pointed away. I want to live there. It is lonely here. Guyen Tu stroked his head gently. Be patient. When you mature, you may go. Father, do you not feel lonely? He smiled. You are my world. Let us dine. Guyen Sun agreed. As they descended, Guyen Tu offered a warning. If any stranger approaches this place, you must hide and inform me immediately. Guyen Sun questioned him. Why so, father? Guyen Tu smiled. I must judge their character. Sung Dung searched. Guyen Sun hid, feeling uneasy. He seems dangerous. He crept away, struck a tripwire, and bells chimed. His heart stopped. He looked back to check. Sung Du was gone. Guyen Sun breathed a sigh of relief. He materialized behind the boy. So, you are here. Guyen Tu had just returned home. He called out loudly. Guyen Sun, I am back. Silence answered him. Panic surged. He discarded his belongings. Guyen Sun! He rushed inside to search. He paced the house, calling out. Where are you, son? He scanned the massive tree. Nothing. Where is the boy? Where has he gone? Panic consumed him. He spotted a shoe. He gripped it. An abduction? He remembered Sung Du. Could it be him? He grabbed his bow. Urgent pursuit. The intruder knows not this terrain. Encumbered by a child. I will catch him. Tracks appeared on the earth. Guyen Tu paused. Sung Du held Guyen Sun firmly. The boy bit his hand. He bolted. Father! Guyen Tu cried joyfully. Guyen Sun. Sung Du lunged. Stand still. Guyen Sun tripped a trap. Sung Du threatened him. Do not struggle. Or die. Suddenly, an arrow whistled. It grazed his cheek. Guyen Tu aimed his bow. Get out! Sung Du leapt. Guyen Tu fired. Too fast. Sung Du seized the boy. Drop your weapon. Guyen Tu yielded. He raised his hands. Sung Du pressed a blade to the boy's throat. Back off! Or watch him die? Guyen Tu knelt. Take me instead. He knows nothing of the Murim. Sung Dung scoffed. What are you barking about? Who needs an old fool? He vaulted into the air. Guyen Tu gasped. What? Sung Dung struck his head with the hilt. Father! Guyen Tu stumbled. A brutal kick. He plummeted off the cliff. Yuan Tu lay unconscious beneath the cliff. He finally opened his eyes. He sat up. He recalled the terror. He stood up abruptly. He walked the path. He collapsed, clutching his injured arm. I must find Yuan Shan immediately. Yuan Tu punched the earth fiercely. That bastard. I will find him. Even at death's door. Sung Yu's words echoed. I have no need for a pathetic old man. He seethed. They took Yuan Shan instead. Why this cruelty? Yuan Tu clenched his fists. His eyes burned with malice. Only the Sapa clan eats human flesh. Yuan Shan lives. I must strike now. I will find them. At Gongnoon Academy, Bai Lin observed the approaching figure. Cheng Yuan assumed a stance. He lunged at Bai Lin, a single hand. Bai Lin stopped him cold. Bai Lin dodged the strike. He parried the incoming blow. Cheng Yuan lunged again. He vaulted toward the retreating Bai Lin. Bai Lin blocked. A kick struck downward. Bai Lin arched back. Dodged completely. Cheng Yuan sneered. Bai Lin grabbed his foot. Instant defeat. He slammed him down. Bai Lin brushed his hands. You have improved greatly. You finally forced me to use hands. Cheng Yuan lay defeated. Still far too inexperienced. Your punches possess true weight now. Bai Lin crouched down. You think I idled while you train? Cheng Yuan groaned in utter frustration. It is truly hopeless. I could train lifetimes. I will never surpass you. A voice called out. Master. An intruder demands to see Jiang Mun in. Cheng Yuan flared with rage. Daring to cause trouble? Bai Lin stopped him and demanded. Have you driven that person away yet? The disciple scratched his head. Bai Lin grew impatient. Do not stay silent. Answer me at once. On Yuan Zhu's side. Could it truly be real? Yuan Zhu reeked of filth. Cheng Yuan covered his mouth, gagging. Yuan Xiao approached and pleaded. Please, I must see Jiang Mun in. It is an emergency. Cheng Yuan held up his hand. Hey you, keep your distance before speaking. Yuan Zhu bowed. Forgive me. My name is Jiang Hio. I must see Jiang Mun in urgently. Bai Lin replied. Jiang Mun in is away from the academy. You must wait a few days. Yuan Xiao spoke frantically. Then let his disciples help me instead. My son has been kidnapped. Bai Lin refused. You should go to the authorities, not here. Yuan Zhu gestured. The one who took my son is no mere criminal. He looks like a man-eating savage. Even the guards fear him. I have no other choice but to seek help here. Cheng Yuan pointed and roared. Fool! Why would Goryeo disciples waste effort on a commoner? Yuan Zhu suddenly lunged to grab his legs. I beg you. My child is in grave danger. Cheng Yuan sneered in disgust. What are you doing? Get lost. He kicked Yuan Zhu away with a violent strike. I said get out now. Yuan Zhu coughed, trembling. He left, his soul shattered. Bai Lin crossed his arms. My apologies, I cannot help. We cannot defeat those monsters alone. Perhaps the Shaolin Temple would help a commoner like you. However, it is far away. Yuan Zhu stopped. He turned with eyes full of hatred. Cheng Yuan grabbed his throat, lifting him high. He snapped. What does that look for? Yuan Zhu gritted his teeth. Cheng Yuan sneered. Let us see if you can escape me. Yuan Zhu's eyes rolled back. Bai Lin shouted. Enough! Cheng Yuan growled back. Yet, he requires a brutal lesson. He shouted back. You want a civilian corpse inside the academy? Thong Nguyen tossed Nguyen Tu aside. Be grateful to your master. Without him, today is your end. Filthy trash. Now get lost. Nguyen Tu lay on the ground. Meanwhile, Sung Du entered the cave with Nguyen's son. He glanced around, then shoved Nguyen's son to the floor. The bound boy could not escape. Nguyen's son watched Sung Du. The man pointed. If you want to live, get in there. Nguyen's son peered inside. Glowing eyes stared back. His legs trembled. Sung Du kicked him inside. Useless brat. Nguyen's son fell hard. He looked up, seeing a pair of feet. Terrified, he retreated. He saw many children were kidnapped here. On the mountain path, Nguyen Tu walked toward the mother and child. He reached out. Forgive me. I must ask something. The mother screamed. Stay away from us! Nguyen Tu spoke. Wait. I only seek suspicious persons nearby. She shrieked in fear. Get away! Someone help! Nguyen Tu panicked. You misunderstand. I am not. A man approached and shoved him. He shouted. What are you doing? Threatening a woman and a child? Nguyen Tu raised his hands. I am innocent. Just asking questions. Fine, I am leaving. The man grabbed him. Where are you going? To find another victim for your filth? Nguyen Tu was confused. What is wrong? Stop this. The man turned to her. Did this man attack you? The woman replied. No. That is not it. He just suddenly appeared and frightened us. Nguyen Tu pleaded weakly. Let me go. My son, he collapsed, leaving the man bewildered. What is this? What has happened to you? He fled in fear. Damn it. I hit him too hard. Yuan Tu whispered. I am searching for my son. The girl stood there, utterly confused. After feeling his pulse, the elder frowned. His ki was truly strange. It flowed in reverse. Now, it returned. Yuan Tu suddenly regained his consciousness. What? Where am I right now? The elder gestured calmly. Stay still. This is the infirmary. He offered a bowl. Drink. This restores your lost Q. Yuan Tu refused. I am fine. My thanks, the elder insisted. Drink. No charge. You are dying. Yuan Tu obeyed and drained the bowl. The elder asked. Your Qi defies logic. I cannot perform acupuncture. Tell me, what technique do you cultivate? Yuan Tu touched his body. You can perceive it? The elder replied. It feels completely non-existent. Yuan Tu stared at him, bewildered. What? What do you mean by that? The elder stood. Your power is immense, yet completely suppressed. Yuan Tu grabbed his robes. Master, please. Help me restore my power. The elder sighed. This case is unprecedented. Even if the legendary Hua Tuyo returned, he would find no cure. Yuan Tu kowtowed in desperation. Please. I need strength to find my child. The elder grew flustered. Calm yourself down. Your sincerity touches me. I will try, but I promise nothing. Yuan Tue was overwhelmed with joy. My thanks. I will never forget your kindness. The elder examined the scars on his back, readying the needles. As the needle pierced, Yuan Tu screamed in agony. The elder asked, "Are you all right?" Yuan Tu gritted his teeth. "Yes, I am fine." The elder aimed for his crown. As the golden needle struck, Yuan Zhu shrieked in agony. The elder sneered. "Calm yourself down." He pierced the back of Yuan Zhu's head. The boy collapsed instantly. Yuan Zhu fell unconscious. Yuan Shan stood with the other children. He whispered to another boy, "How long have you been trapped here?" Red Hair gestured for silence. Bi Jiang drew his blade. "Which one? Who dared to speak up?" The children fell silent. The brute grew suspicious. "Not them?" "I heard it clearly. He grabbed Red Hair. Was it you?" The sound came from here. Red Hair denied it. "No. It was not me." Bi Jiang offered a cruel smile. "You see, I told you so." Red Hair looked at Yuan Shan, desperate. "It wasn't me." "Believe me." Bi Jiang dragged Red Hair away. "Shut your mouth. Today, you are the sacrifice. Choosing is such a chore. You saved me trouble." Yuan Shan stepped forward, revealing himself. "It was me." Bi Jiang looked surprised. "You?" Yuan Shan trembled. "We will remain silent. Can you spare us this once?" Bi Jiang lowered his blade. If so, he grabbed Yuan Shan. "2 victims today." Chong Yu approached. "Are you insane? What are you doing?" He frowned in disgust. "Is there a problem?" Chong Yu barked. "Release the boy." "Have you already forgotten?" Bi Jiang looked at Yuan Shan, suddenly remembering. "Oh. Very well. I had forgotten." The man tossed the boy aside. He was satisfied. Chong Yu reprimanded. "Do not be foolish. Everything has its proper time." Bi Jiang retorted. "Understood. Keep your mouth shut." Yuan Shan watched them depart. He whispered, "Where am I?" The girl traced words upon the sand. Yuan Shan gasped. He saw the message. He suddenly awoke. The elder asked urgently, "You have awakened? How do you feel?" Yuan Tu asked intently. "Was it successful?" He replied, "No flow exists. Your meridians are ruined. I was lucky to save your life." Yuan Tu accepted his grim fate. "Very well." A girl rushed in. "Master, have you seen Haiyan?" The elder asked. "Haiyan? I have not." "What?" The girl panicked. "Where could she be? This has never happened before." The elder asked. "Searched thoroughly? Could she be nearby?" The girl trembled. "I searched everywhere. She vanished." Next morning, Yuan Tun grabbed his bow. He departed. He felt certain the culprit would appear. Abductions occur constantly in the east. He steals from village after village. This village is the next target. Several children played ahead. "Take that! Don't try it." Yuan Tua stood firm. He would catch him. He hid within the brush. The children whispered, "A strange man watches us." They scattered in terror. Yuan Tua gave chase immediately. They entered an alley. Yuan Tu turned. Nothing remained. "Where are the children hiding?" 3 children suddenly appeared behind him. They asked, "Who is this old man? Why are you following us?" Yuan Tua scratched his head, confused and speechless. He walked away, leaving them puzzled. "Is that old man truly mute?" The children stopped playing. "Goodbye. See you tomorrow." Yuan Tu watched from the roof. Only children remained in this village. He rested his head, wondering if he would appear. Information on him remains extremely scarce. A loud commotion nearby grabbed his attention. "Thank you for the meal. Please clean up." "Understood. I will do it immediately." Seeing the food, Yuan Tu remembered the elder's words. "Find your son quickly, but do not starve yourself. Your health is currently very fragile." The woman returned to find Yuan Tu eating her food. She shrieked, "Who is that? What are you doing here?" She ran out to summon help. "A stranger is here." The men threw Yuan Tu aside. They threatened him with savage intent. "Madman, stay away from here. You stole nothing. We spare you today." Yuan Tu sat there, swallowing his final bite. Nearby, the 3 children played hide-and-seek. "I will count to 20. 1, 2, 3. The others hid quickly. 18, 19, 20. "Searching now." The boy in blue emerged. "Found you!" "Has he been captured already?" The one in green escapes. "There is no one here. I cannot find you anywhere. Come out right now." "Where are you hiding? Show yourself immediately." Yuan Tua awakens. He bolts upright. He sees Sung Yu kidnapping the child. Yuan Tua gives chase. Sung Yu flees. Yuan Tu cuts him off. Sung Yu stops. He sneers. A familiar face. The hunter returns. "How did you track me?" Yuan Tu glares. "I will not fail again. You die today." Sung Yu holds the child. "Still barking, peasant? Take your shot." Yuan Tu hesitates. Sung Yu mocks him. "Weak trash. You want to kill the boy?" Yuan Tu widens his eyes. He realizes the truth. He releases the string. The arrow grazes Sung Yu. The child runs to safety. He asks, "Are you all right?" Suddenly, Sung Yu kicks him. "Dare you strike back, worm?" He grabs the child. "Stay still, or die." Yuan Tu rises, struggling. "Why not kill me?" Sung Yu shrugs. Just following orders. Yuan Tu is shocked. A mastermind exists? Who is he? Sung Yu turns away. You will soon know. Yuan Tu screams, "Stop!" He casts a net. He traps Sung Yu. What is this? A trap? Yuan Tu approaches. I told you, no second mistakes. Everything was a calculated setup. Yuan Tu demands. Where is my son? Speak the truth now. Sung Yu sweats. He thinks. He hides terrifying power. I underestimated him. He chuckled coldly. Yuan Tu demanded. What are you laughing at? Sung Yu sneered. Truly a fool. Yuan Tu remained stunned. A staff struck him from behind. Bi Jiang asked. Why did you take so long? Is there something amusing here? You seem different. Were you struck by this? Sung Yu roared. Silence! Take the boy. We leave. Bi Jiang glared at the youth, scoffing. Is he the one? Pathetic weakness. Sung Yu walked ahead. Quiet! Move faster. Yuan Tu watched them depart. Those scoundrels. They kidnapped the child. Yuan Tu struggled upright. Stop right there. Children huddled in darkness. A voice thundered. 3 more children were thrown inside. Get in there. One child looked around, bewildered. What? Where are we? Another climbed from the ground, groaning. It hurts so much. The captive children signaled for silence. One gestured for the newcomers to approach. He mimed a throat-slashing motion. A voice echoed. This place is miserable. Time to relocate. Bi Jiang sighed in boredom. Again? Sung Yu bit his finger, anxious. We must visit every nearby village. His eyes turned terrifyingly pale. That hunter worries me. I cannot kill him. The other laughed mockingly. Defeated once? Are you afraid? Sung Yu pulled his hood low. Enough nonsense. Move the children out. He watched the sleeping captives. We leave at sunset. Yuan Shan stayed awake, hearing every word. He remembered the past. A voice spoke. Guan, humans possess many weaknesses. In his memory, Yuan Tu pointed to his face. The eyes. The temples. He moved his hand to his throat. Strike the carotid artery. Instant death. Young Yuan Shan gripped a wooden stick. Father, climb the tree. Now! The young master's father was truly troubled. Listen to me before you speak. Denied his wish. Yuan Shan threw a tantrum. I refuse. I do not understand why. I want no part of this. Yuan Zhu forced his son to sit. With solemn face he spoke. Prepare yourself. It saves lives during grave danger. Perhaps when I cannot protect you. Yuan Shan lunged to embrace his father. Father, stop. I am terrified. He stroked his head. Fear nothing, Gun-san. I remain beside you. Back to the present. Bi Kuang bound the child. He discarded the victim. Bring the next. Yuan Shan approached. One hand hidden, one braced. Bi Kuang grew impatient. What are you doing? Show me your hands. Swiftly, the boy drove wood into his neck. Agony. Bi Kuang kicked the boy away. He pulled the shard out, grimacing. What is this? Where did you hide that? Bi Kuang approached, clutching the wood. You wretched little brat. Yuan Shan watched, trembling with fear. No. Suddenly, he was hoisted up. Bi Kuang threw him into the distance. Before he recovered, a hand descended. Bi Kuang pinned him. Fists struck repeatedly. Pained and weak, Yuan Shan pleaded. Stop. Seeing no— What? Is he dead? Bi Kuang leans in. He hears a heartbeat. Ah. Still alive. An angry roar echoes across the mountain. He is insane. He stabbed me. Yuan Zhu climbs the cliff. His grip holds. He reaches the top. He collapses. Deep in thought. This is Man Mountain. It stands the highest. Before him lies a beautiful, natural vista. He crawls forward. Driven by pure faith. The liver must be nearby. He rises. He walks. Blood drips with every step. He clutches his wound. He collapses again. An elder arrives. He rushes to the boy. Young man, wake up. Sleep here? You die. The elder produces a gourd of water. Boy, drink this. Cold water floods his dry throat. He returns the gourd to the elder. My gratitude, elder. The elder takes it. It is nothing. He observes Yuan Zhu. You are not local? Are you searching for someone? He freezes. He cannot answer that question. The elder pauses. Why are people here? I keep seeing strange individuals. Just yesterday, 2 men were lurking nearby. Yuan Zhu tenses. He demands an answer. 2 men? How did they look? The elder points deep into the forest. One wore a hat. The other looked vicious. They headed that way. Carrying large bags, the elder's words echo in his mind. That path leads to Mountain of the Evil Eye. He stood before the towering mountain. They must cross here to reach the village. Yuan Tu stared at the mountain. All kidnapped children are held nearby. He rose suddenly. The children are gathered at the summit. Yuan Tu rushed off. He thanked the old man. Many thanks. This information is invaluable. He slid down a gentle slope. Raindrops fell upon the grass. Yuan Tu stood in the rain. He spotted something in the brush. He entered a hidden cave. Something crunched beneath his feet. Yuan Tu lifted a white bone. Human remains. Possibly the missing children. Sensing movement, he spun around instantly. Before him lay piles of bones. A cold dread gripped his heart. A terrible realization dawned on him. A wooden stake pierced one skeleton. He inspected the object. Yuan Tu noticed a unique marking. He trembled at the sight. The bones were arranged before open pits. The skeletons lay cold and lifeless. Yuan Tu buried the remains respectfully. The wind howled, heightening the horror. He stared at the graves. Rage consumed him. Scum! They slaughtered innocent children. I must have vengeance. Two pale spirits appeared before him. Yuan Tuna stood firm. Forgive me, he whispered. I failed to keep my promise. Yuan Tuma closed his eyes. Guilt overwhelmed him. Qi Jing. He rested. A subordinate approached. Sect leader. A guest arrives. Fei Huang entered with wine. This place is decent. Qi Jing. He was shocked. Oh? It is you? He hurried toward the visitor. Why have you come here? Fei Huang cleared his throat, addressing the matter. What has become of our enemies? Qi Jing, he replied. He hides remarkably well. Fei Huang pondered. I understand the situation. Qi Jing. He stepped forward, questioning his intent. Is that all? You did not travel here for this? Exposed, Fei Huang sighed. I seek greater things. He strode forward. The Hengshan sect celebrates. All will gather in one place. Fei Huang turned, his tone cold. That is why. Assume your role as the leader. Qi Jing. He gasped, fearing past repercussions. As leader, I could crush them all. Fei Huang forced a laugh and shouted. Are you joking? Fei Huang deepened his voice. I am serious. Help me. Receive the 18th dragon shard. Qi Jing. He trembled. How do you know? Fei Huang remained silent, sealing the deal. Accept, or lose the prize. Elsewhere, Wu Yin meditated until footsteps echoed. He opened his eyes. Why are you here? Yuan Zhu knelt. I seek my lost aura. Wu Yin listened. Is restoration truly possible? Wu Yin asked. Why do you need it? Yuan Zhu confessed. I lost my loved ones. Wu Yin's expression shifted, then steeled itself. You have suffered greatly, have you not? Do you seek to end it all? Yuan Zhu's face darkened. Yet Wu Yin remained. Upon hearing this, Yuan Tu's tone turned desperate. Please, sir. I have lost everything. He spoke softly. You must settle your karma. Hearing the refusal, Yuan Tu grew frantic. I possess royal blood. Is it possible? Wu Yin lost his composure. Leave immediately! Yuan Tu fell into a deep silence. Wu Yin looked toward the Buddha statue. You must swear before the Buddha. Royal blood cannot awaken power alone. Cease these delusions. Accept the truth. Yuan Tu stood. He approached a chest. He seized the box. Ready to smash. Damn it. Wu Yin stood stunned by the action. He intercepted the chest mid-swing. Wu Yin shoved him. He threw him. Wu Yin turned. Deal with him yourselves. A disciple hesitated. Master, please wait. Yuan Tua trembled. He struggled to rise. A hand raised high. Wu Yin struck. Yuan Tua's eyes grew hazy. He watched the boy collapse. Wu Yin stared, lost in thought. A disciple asked, Who is this man? Yuan Tu threw the bow down. The disciple persisted. What do you need? Silent. He lunged at the monk. Yuan Tu charged. The monks faltered. What are you doing? He attacked a monk holding water. Pianlong dodged, swaying the buckets. Yuan Tu grabbed him. Pianlong countered. Withdraw. Or, I break bones. He refused to yield, gritting his teeth. I will never commit murder. Pianlong remained silent, twisting the boy's hand backward. Watching Yuan Zhu collapse in agony, he spoke coldly. Are you all right, benefactor? I took care not to break you. Silent, Yuan Zhu grabbed sand and flung it. The distraction succeeded instantly. What? Before Pianlong could react, a fist struck. The water bucket overturned completely. Yuan Zhu stared coldly at the fallen monk. He watched the spilled water. The creature lay motionless. Pianlong roared, How dare you! Yuan Zhu struck with ruthless, relentless force. I will kill you. Prepare yourself. Pianlong unleashed his aura. You will pay. His fist tightened. Veins bulged with power. Yuan Zhu threw a punch. Pianlong dodged effortlessly. He drove a fist into Yuan Zhu's ribs. Before he could react, another punch landed. Then, a brutal kick followed. Watching the boy collapse, Pianlong remained emotionless. Never return here. Do not show your face. Why does filth like you linger here? Clinging to his stomach, he sneered. Even a wanderer exceeds your power. Provoked, Pianlong hardened his expression. What did you say? Yuan Zhu rose slowly, wiping away blood. Show me your true power. Hands blurred through the air. Pianlong prepared his technique. So, I need not hold back now? Yuan Zhu took his stance. An uppercut sent him flying. Airborne, he was struck by a heavy kick. The monk leaped, aiming a stomp at his face. Yuan Zhu forced himself up, launching a desperate kick. Qianlong blocked it with ease. Yuan Zhu stared in sudden shock. Silent, Qianlong hurled him high. Yuan Zhu slammed into a tree. Watching, Qianlong brushed his hands and departed. Be grateful. I spared your pathetic life. Yuan Tu collapsed. He could not move. Qianlong turned. Yuan Tu struck him. Qianlong recovered. He kicked him. Yuan Tu writhed. Qianlong screamed. Do you seek death? Absolute madman. He hammered Yuan to his chest. You wish for death. I will oblige you. Brutal blows landed repeatedly. You hinder my brothers. I end you now. Yuan Tu bled. Qianlong prepared slaughter. Suddenly, he walked away. Yuan Tu's body transformed internally. Lightning sparked his wrist. Energy surged outward violently. His body convulsed intensely. Qianlong turned back, stunned. He still lives? Yuan Tu rose. Qianlong recoiled. Impossible. He touched his neck. Is it warm? Strange indeed. Qianlong watched. What is this? Yuan Tu's eyes glazed. He bled. His aura shifted. Rebirth occurred. Yuan Tu spoke coldly. Die now. He leaped into air. He moved quickly to block that strike. Qianlong sensed danger. Guyan Tu grabbed him, lifted him overhead, and threw him away. Qianlong wiped blood from his face. Was he hiding his true power? Why reveal it only now? Guyan Tu heard him. He stared at his own hands in confusion. This technique never existed. Now it has changed. Tianhan was meditating. His aura radiated oppressive pressure. Tianhan coughed. A disciple poked his head in. Master? Are you all right? He replied calmly. I am fine. Why are you here? The disciple bowed. Senior brother hasn't returned. He left the infirmary long ago. Tianhan fell silent. The mountain forest turned into dusk. Qianlong and Guyan Tu clashed fiercely. He launched a kick. Qianlong jumped back to evade. Guyan Tu flipped backward with his hands. He delivered a double kick. Qianlong flew back, slamming into a tree. Qianlong pushed off the ground, struggling to stand. He sneered with contempt. Exactly as I planned. A voice roared in fury. Stop! Tianhan stood with hands behind his back. What is the meaning of this? Qianlong rushed to explain. He challenged me. Guyan Tu asked calmly. Are you his master? Good. Tianhan watched him. He wondered. Is he the one from before? Qianlong introduced him. This is Master Mactron, third elder of Shaolin. Guyan Tu felt a ripple of shock. An elder? Was he not Master Ngu Honian's own teacher? Tianhan joined his palms together, reciting the Buddhist chant, Namo Amitabha Buddha. I desire no needless bloodshed. Donor, please return home. Guyan Tu lost control. He charged forward. Scared? Old man! He attacked Tianhan, but the elder dodged effortlessly. Guyan Tu pressed his assault. The elder remained calm, dodging every single strike. Seeing Tianhan behind him, he was shocked. When did the elder begin to intervene? Yuan Tu ignored him. He continued his relentless assault. Die! Tianhan parried every strike with just 2 fingers. Yuan Tu lunged with a crushing punch. Tianhan's fingers pressed against Yuan Tu's neck. Victory was decided. Yet, he withdrew his hand. He turned his back and departed with his disciple. He hoped the boy would choose a righteous path. Yuan Tu screamed in bitter resentment. Why stop? Just kill me. Tianhan paused, then spoke calmly. Your techniques follow a path of madness. Yuan Tu failed to grasp the elder's wisdom. Watching that serene figure, the elder's gentle voice lingered. It was full of malice, yet aimed at the void. Fallen leaves scattered. The elder's words echoed with sorrowful emptiness. Yuan Tu remembered his family. Abandon his hatred? That was impossible. He lunged forward again. Cease your foolish talk. Filong realized the danger and shielded his master. The force of the blow sent him crashing down. Yuan Tu leaped to strike, but someone seized his wrist. Tianhan gripped his wrist firmly and threw him aside. Yuan Tu skidded across the ground, clutching his broken wrist. Tianhan glanced back. This is your final warning. Yuan Tu's expression darkened with sinister intent. Watching him from the ground, Yuan Tu realized death was currently meaningless. He turned to leave. Filong asked, Master, will you let him go? Tianhan replied cryptically. He has duties yet unfulfilled. Filong remained confused. The master commanded. We must depart. Filong obeyed, though the mystery remained unsolved. As you command, master. Yuan Tu wandered aimlessly until he collapsed against a boulder. Biting down on a wooden rod, he forced his wrist bone into place. He bound the limb with cloth and wood to stabilize the joint. He flexed his hand. The injury was minor. He wandered, wondering if Shaolin Temple remained his path. Yuan Tu turned toward another path. Retreat was not an option. He sought another way. At the Kunlun sect, guards spotted Yuan Tu. Who goes there? He offered no reply. He seized the guards by their throats. They were hurled aside. A man stepped out. Who is this? Cheng Yuan froze. Yuan Tu approached, radiating pure bloodlust. Seeing Yuan Tu, Cheng Yuan could not help but laugh. Isn't this the loser from before? Why crawl back here? Yuan Tu's lips curled into a scornful smile. Junior disciples sensed the insult. They stepped before Cheng Yuan in anger. How dare he? Senior brother, stay back. I shall handle him. He sensed a profound shift within Yuan Tu. Is that aura only at the Huang realm? The disciples lunged toward him. Yuan Tu evaded their strikes. He ducked under every lethal blow. A strike grazed his cheek. Yuan Tu crushed the attacker's ribs with his hand. The man shrieked in agonizing pain. Seeing their brother fall, others charged in rage. Senior brother, take this. A palm strike missed. Yuan Tu danced out of reach. He caught a wrist. He snapped it and tossed the disciple aside. Others rushed forward. Cheng Yuan commanded, fall back. I will finish him. His face twisted with sadistic excitement. What demonic art did you learn? You are different from before. Cheng Yuan utilized light movement techniques. He struck repeatedly. Yuan Tu dodged with ease. He attacked from above. Yuan Tu retreated. Cheng Yuan landed a blow, sending Yuan Tu flying. He hit the ground. Cheng Yuan prepared the killing strike. A heavy punch descended. Cheng Yuan hit only the cracked earth. Before he could react, an arm wrapped around his neck. They tumbled across the ground. Yuan Tu pinned. 2 fingers plunged directly into his eyes. Blood sprayed. Screams of agony filled the air. You dislike my gaze? Correct? He smiled cruelly at the bleeding man. You shall never see again. Cheng Yuan crawled, blinded, and filled with rage. I will kill you. Bai Lin rushed over, deeply concerned. Cheng Yuan, are you all right? Hearing that, Cheng Yuan whispered, Senior brother. He turned to view his wounded juniors. Then he glared at Yuan Tu's bloodied hands. He asked coldly, did you do this? Yuan Tu smiled softly. Bai Lin stood, radiating immense pressure. You returned here for that day. Lightning surged around his clenched fist. Your connection to dark arts demands punishment. Rage consumed him. I will cripple you. Yuan Tu stood firm against the assault. Bai Lin struck, hitting his shoulder instantly. Claws pierced flesh. Bai Lin realized something. Yuan Tu struck his wrist hard. A knee to the gut. Brutal strikes. One blow sent him flying backward. Yuan Tu crashed into the earth. Bai Lin loomed with a terrifying expression. Beg for your miserable life. Yuan Tu stood, wiping blood, laughing. Such is the Kunlun senior brother. He lunged forward with blinding speed. Bai Lin dodged, completely thrown off. Madman! You ignore your death? A fist struck his chin. Bai Lin barely dodged the heavy blow. Yuan Zhu unleashed another palm strike. The impact slammed into his chest. Bai Lin was sent flying backward. The junior disciples watched with dread. Senior brother, are you all right? He glared at his bleeding hand. Teeth gritted. He lunged forward. Witness Kunlun internal power. Yuan Zhu charged ahead without hesitation. Both figures collided with violent force. Feet planted firm. Energies surged chaotically. Bai Lin withstood a barrage of strikes. Yuan Zhu countered every incoming attack. Bai Lin clamped onto his opponent's neck. Yuan Zhu faltered. His wrist was locked. Cruelty ignited his gaze. Die, you wretch. He snapped the wrist. Yuan Zhu screamed. Bai Lin grabbed his hair and slammed him. Bai Lin loomed over him, purely demonic. Prepare to meet your ancestors. The fist shattered Yuan Zhu's face. Bai Lin's knuckles split. Blood dripped steadily. He stared at the corpse, utterly speechless. Bai Lin regained his composure. Check the wounded. A disciple obeyed. Understood, senior brother. He turned to his comrade. Can you move? The man hesitated. They both looked distraught. They leaned on each other. To the infirmary. They cast final glances at the fallen victim. One could not restrain his burning hatred. That murderous devil is pure filth. Strangely, the body showed signs of life. Veins bulged through layers of dried blood. A dark omen loomed over them. Bai Lin turned to his allies. Are you injured? Let me examine his condition. They sensed something was terribly wrong. A shrill scream erupted behind them. Their companion suffered a sudden assault. Blood sprayed. Pure, sickening carnage. The dead man stood, grinning wickedly. His eyes were endless black pits. Cheng Yuan trembled. Senior brother? He lives? Lin Xuan wondered. How is this possible? The resurrected demon felt his meridians opening. Internal energy surged. A crimson aura flared. Lin Xuan frowned. Cold sweat dripped down. Baffling. How does he move? The demon spoke, answering his silent thoughts. Does it matter? Keep attacking me. Lin Xuan replied, completely unshaken. The outcome remains the same. The demon mocked him arrogantly. Is that so? Lin Xuan lunged. Power roared forward. Regret standing up again, demon. Green lightning crackled around his fist. Immense power. The demon stood firm. He blocked with equal force. 2 titan powers collided. Absolute chaos. Good versus evil. Wind howled violently. Fool. Daring to clash with me. The demon panicked, barely holding on. He stared in disbelief, teeth grinding. Lin Xuan surged. You are finished. I shall shatter your arm now. Lin Xuan's something has clearly changed. He stared, stunned, at the demon's reaching hand. Bai Lin gritted his teeth in confusion. Internal energy. What is happening? The demon sneered. Finally feeling it? Mastery lacks. Must fight. Will understand soon. The demon struck. Bai Lin dodged, counterattacking, but missed. Bai Lin recoiled. Pure, wary hesitation. The demon evaded. The strike barely missed. He crouched low, avoiding certain death. Instantly, he lunged with a heavy fist. Bai Lin barely managed to block. Strange energy pulsed. Impending, violent destruction. A thunderous blow landed. Direct, brutal impact. Bai Lin collapsed. Thrown backward, helpless. The demon spun. Leg raised for slaughter. Bai Lin rolled. Preparing to counter, the demon panicked. Lightning power approached. Bai Lin channeled energy. The demon was launched. The demon crashed. Blood sprayed everywhere. Bai Lin turned. Stance sharp, icy. Preparing the finisher. Die, he whispered. Cheap trick. Demon headbutted him. Painful groans. Pure dishonor. The demon shifted his stance. He swept Bai Lin's legs. Balance destroyed. Unbroken resolve. Bai Lin refused defeat. He surged upward. The demon was pinned. Fury ignited. His gaze shifted cold. A realization dawned within him. Earth exploded. The demon had vanished. He had moved instantly. Immediately, the demon struck again. The demon retreated. Bai Lin stood alone. Bai Lin collapsed. Wounded. Agonizing pain. His gnarled hand reached out toward Bai Lin's throat. Bai Lin's expression tightened in pure desperation. The demon's greedy gaze widened. Suddenly, a sharp sound erupted. A battle cry echoed. Cheng Yuan struck the demon from behind. Total surprise, he shouted. You have nothing left to take, Bai Lin asked, consumed by worry. Senior brother, are you all right? Cheng Yuan replied. I am here. Both froze. He is standing up again? That is correct. They stared, helpless. They struck his head perfectly. The demon thought. My vision is spinning. Attack him, they roared. They swarmed him, unleashing relentless blows. A comrade prepared a final strike. The demon's eyes shifted. He grabbed the comrade. With malice, he prepared to hurl him. A brutal collision. The comrade slammed into the others. He groaned in pain. They retreated, wary. They never expected such immense strength. The demon recoiled. His eyes darted around. Sensing defeat, he fled. He sprinted in terror. A comrade shouted. He is running, Bai Lin warned. Do not pursue. Cheng Yuan protested. Senior brother, he is severely wounded. We must finish this. Bai Lin remained firm. Do not invite further peril. Another disciple refused to listen. He chased him, shouting, Peril? Nonsense! He is the danger. Pursue him now, Bai Lin roared. Enough. Tend to the wounded disciples. Yet Bai Lin pondered. He conceals something dangerous. Pursue him, and we die. Scenes shift to a grand courtyard. Sunlight bathed the drifting clouds. A voice bellowed. The master of the Huang clan has arrived. The airship descended. Servants bowed in absolute submission. He declared, Sect Master Tan, congratulations on your centenary. Sect Master Tan sat upon his throne, feigning awe. Ah, Clan Master. You traveled a long road. Despite his corpulent frame, his eyes held deep treachery. Fei Huang presented a refined wooden box. He offered 100 fragrance jade dew as a birthday gift. Sect Master Tan's expression shifted instantly. Was that the royal wine brewed from 100 flowers? Where did he acquire such a treasure? Fei Huang smirked. He bowed deeply. A humble offering. Truly insignificant. Sect Master Tan was ecstatic. He acted as if he found gold. He bellowed loudly. Men, escort the clan master inside. A servant rushed forward. Please, follow me. They entered. Guests had gathered in full. Sect Master Tan glanced at Qi Jinghe. An idea sparked. Qi Jinghe sensed his gaze. Sect Master Song arrived with 2 Kunlun disciples. He bowed. I wish Sect Master Tan a happy birthday. The host, Sect Master Tan, bowed in return. He looked surprised. Is Sect Master Song in good health? What? What has occurred here? Sect Master Song provided his response. During my absence, someone attacked the Kunlun sect. Sect Master Tan asked in a panic. Who dared attack the Kunlun sect? Do you know the culprit? Bai Lin stepped forward with a confirmation. No, I saw him first. Roughly 30. He used strange demonic arts. Fei Huang stared in shock. He pondered in silence. Bai Lin recounted the events. 6 months ago, the man arrived, seeking his lost child. Fei Huang thought suspiciously. A child? Bai Lin continued. It involves the demonic cult. I required the sect master's permission. I turned him away. 2 months later, he returned, observing the scars on the Kunlun disciples. Some were blinded, others crippled. All fell into deep reflection. Sect Master Song gritted his teeth in fury. An expert capable of this must be famous. If we meet, I shall tear him apart, the village elder asked. How was his martial arts prowess? Bai Lin confirmed. His techniques were unpredictable and bizarre. Abbot Yuanzhu has vanished. Qi Zheng. He stood up. Was it not said he lost his cultivation? Abbot Zhu immediately provided an explanation. Qi Jinghe gasped, questioning his lineage and ties to the demonic sect. His cultivation has mysteriously returned. It must be him. This is grave. Martial arts will descend into chaos. The village elder attempted to interject. He inquired, before this disaster spreads further, we must hunt him down. Therefore, should we elect a new martial arts alliance leader? Qi Jinghe raised his arms and shouted loudly, unity under a new leader will crush Yuan Tu. He immediately pointed his finger toward Fei Huang. I nominate Patriarch Fei Huang of the Huangfu clan. He panicked. Me? A disciple stepped forward. I agree. Prevent further losses to our sect. Seeing the crowd, a thought emerged. What of the other masters? Do not ignore this like the last time. Fei Huang cowered, stammering. I thank you, but this requires great caution. Wu Huang folded his hands. Wudong supports you. Lead us to eliminate him. Fei Huang grew even more distressed. Could he truly refuse this burden? The alliance leader should belong to the Wudong sect. Before he finished, another voice rang out. We agree as well. A female disciple spoke up. She pleaded. We need a leader. Please help us. Qi Jinghe seized the momentum. The decision is unanimous. Do you still refuse? Fei Huang's expression darkened. He growled, I am not fit for such a responsibility. Yet surprisingly, he lowered his voice. For the sake of our situation, I shall temporarily lead. The entire hall roared. Hail to our new martial arts alliance leader! Fei Huang narrowed his eyes. I will dispose of him. Outside the city walls, gossip spread. A man eating joined the fray. One asked, Have you heard the rumors? The other replied, Is there something interesting? The man continued. The Huangfu family head is now martial alliance leader. Whispers filled the air. They ignored the familiar face nearby. Didn't they abolish the martial alliance? To catch Go Shu, the title was restored. Another bystander asked with sudden curiosity. The murderer, who once terrorized the world? The man nodded in firm agreement. Similar events recently plagued the Kunlun sect. An identical tragedy unfolded there. They believe he caused it all. Soldiers approached. They tapped the storyteller's shoulder. Wait. The man panicked. What now? They scrutinized his face intensely. Soldiers waved them off. They checked their wanted poster. The storyteller spoke up suddenly. He looks so familiar. The soldier barked. Have you seen him? The man glanced aside. Where is that noodle eater? The soldier's eyes widened. He shouted. Is it truly him? The storyteller scratched his head. Maybe. Maybe not. I am unsure. No hesitation. Soldiers gave chase. Move. He is nearby. They left the two men in total confusion. Watching them leave, Yuanzhu pondered. He became the alliance leader, he thought. Huangfu family betrayed us. The demonic sect abandoned us. He gritted his teeth. Hatred burned bright. The one who killed mother? Death. Scene shift. He stood with absolute focus. Shaolin holds supremacy among the 9 sects. He practiced a handstand, a muscular physique. 8 defined abs. He struggled. Below him sat a bowl of lethal poison. He asked. Which sect is the weakest? The master replied. None exist. Every great sect holds profound martial depth. Yet your blood demon manual suppresses Kunlun and Kongtong. They fear demonic arts. The bowl of deadly poison boils violently. Bubbles rise in a ghastly display. The gardener sweats, his eyes full of fear. 2 continues. Complete the blood demon technique. Enemies will vanish from the martial world. Gayan 2 walks the street. He scouts warily. He moves like a ghost, unseen by everyone. But how? The soldiers return. They scream upon seeing him. He freezes. His martial arts are not restored. Nguyen Tu grabs a hanging blanket. He plans a move. The cloth flutters. Dust clouds swirled. Like a descending deity, he covers his face. The Kongdong sect awaits. Under the oil lamp, a portrait appears. Din Lai asks, sent by the Kunlun sect? Phi Hofian replies, correct. Yet, I doubt it. It is Nguyen Tu. We expected a martial alliance leader, but Ji Yu destroyed everything. She asks, why would a hermit emerge now? Phili Hoyan strokes his beard. Someone is targeting him. The search for the child confirms this. Din Lai suspects, a man without arts defeated the Kunlun disciple. Phi Hosian frowns. If his arts remained, he would have felled the master. He points to the sketch. Has his strength not returned? Master Wu Yin sealed his meridians. A thought strikes Fi Hoyan. Din Li interjects. Then his power never vanished. Fi Hoyan agrees. Logical. He is currently recovering. He concludes. It is not too late. Ding Li speaks urgently. If we strike before his recovery, we win. We must use the alliance. Fi Hoyan adds. We must track him down. Din Li suggests. Force all sects to report. He will surface soon. Fi Hoyan nods. Indeed. Capture him. Restore our honor. Fi Hoyan walks outside. A grand scheme begins. 7-star, he approaches. He brandishes. Fei Huang spoke softly. Leader. Qi Jing. He warned gravely. The Alliance Master role is accepted. What about the Dragon Palm manual you promised? Fei Huang stammered, eyes shifting. It is not ready. Qi Jing. He growled, murderous intent rising. Find it quickly. I despise oathbreakers. 1 month. Fei Huang stood frozen in absolute shock. Qi Jing. He snapped. 1 month is enough for the Huangfu clan. Fei Huang seethed behind his back, utterly powerless. His fists clenched, veins bulging with fury. He gnashed his teeth, mocking the arrogance. The full moon hung high in the night sky. Below lay ancient cities, silent and peaceful. A red-eyed pigeon cooed in someone's hands. Finally, the bird took flight. 2 servants watched it, one asking quietly, "Is the message sent?" The other sighed with deep weariness. Indeed. They send reports every single day. One commented. My wife thinks a fool dared to challenge the 9 great sects. The other muttered. Is a killer worth all this chaos? They failed to notice Yuan Zhu upon the roof, under the moon. Wrapped in his stolen cloak, he looked lethal. He mused. Solitude brings opportunity. The moonlight is perfect. A golden flame erupted. Cruel brilliance flared. A scream tore through the night. The servants looked up, trembling in terror. One servant sprinted, shouting, Sect Master, fire! The village chief stumbled out, disheveled. What is burning? The servant answered. A small fire. I will extinguish it immediately. The chief collapsed back, brow furrowed in rage. Who is it? He stared at the door. A mysterious figure stood there. Yuan Zhu. The chief remained unaware of his presence. The door creaked open. Yuan Zhu glared inside. Is he feeling satisfied? I am the one who ignited this. He left his shirt unbuttoned. 6-pack abs exposed. Purely intentional. The village chief sneered. Such audacity. Setting fires? Invading my quarters? Who are you? Yuan Tu spoke while removing his towel. I seek only one thing. A decisive duel. The village chief stumbled, stuttering in shock. You, human. Yuan Tu gave a mocking smirk. So you recognize me? The village chief screamed in terror. Guards! Where are you? Yuan Tu interrupted. No one is coming. Only us. Are you afraid? Must call disciples? The village chief bellowed in frustration. Silence your insolent tongue. A thought flashed. Mother was right. The scene shifts. A lash strikes flesh. A sudden cry of pain echoed. Tu Zhen shouted. Where's the Wudong disciple's wound? The victim trembled. Remaining completely silent, Tu Zhen pressed on. What is the sect leader's weakness? He remained silent, still lost in thought. Tu Zhen grew impatient. Another lash fell. Answer me! Unacceptable delay. Absolute failure. Another cry rang out. He jumped up, shouting joyfully, I remember! His pride! He continued his explanation. He feels deep inferiority. He became leader by accident. He hates being looked down upon. Tu Zhen remained stoic. She observed him carefully. A sour thought surfaced. Damn it. Why force me to memorize this? Meanwhile, Yuan Tu provoked him, waving a finger. Follow me, or stay and perish. The chief flushed red, sweating profusely. Veins bulged, teeth grinding together. Yuan Tu looked triumphant. He turned his back. The chief seethed with rage. The servant asked in confusion, Sectmaster, is the fire extinguished? Where did he go? Yuan Tu turned to the village chief. Very well. The chief sneered, mocking Yuan Tu with venom. Is this your burial ground? Yuan Tu gritted his teeth. Charge forward! The arrogant village chief grew smug. Good. My 7-star fist reached stage 6. He gathered internal energy, pointing at Yuan Tu. I will crush you for glory. He launched his technique. Moving fast, he roared. Regret seeking me out. They traded blows. The fight remained evenly matched. Suddenly, Yuan Tu stumbled. His stance shifted slightly. He tumbled backward hard. The chief lunged, striking downward. Yuan Tu barely dodged. The impact was terrifying. The ground shattered like an earthquake. Yuan Tu watched, stunned. Incredible power. Victory seems impossible today. The chief sneered. Finally realizing your insignificance? Without hesitation, the chief lunged again. Yuan Tu was caught off guard. He struggled against the immense pressure. Once again, the chief missed. Witnessing such raw force, Yuan Tu grew cautious. The chief grabbed his arm, slamming him down. Yuan Tu gasped. The chief struck his head mercilessly. Yuan Tu began losing consciousness. Another strike landed. The force was truly monstrous. Yuan Tuma fell backward, crying out in pain. The chief scoffed, oozing pure contempt. You dare challenge me with such pathetic skill? Yuan Tu pondered. No openings. Is my demonic energy too weak? He forced more power. He shifted his stance, preparing a counterstrike, his iron fist near the chief's face. The chief was no fool. Their palms collided without a hint of affection. The old man easily hurled Yuan Tu away. The village chief inspected his hand, pondering deeply. Yuan Tu lunged forward once again. Suddenly, the chief roared, unleashing his inner energy. They collided. Their power remained perfectly balanced. Yuan Tu recoiled, stunned by the chief's strength. The chief hesitated, sensing something wrong. Yuan Tu's mind raced with a realization. Demonic energy. It works. Yet, my body remains incomplete. I must land a fatal blow now. Yuan Tu glanced toward the heavens above. Suddenly, Yuan Tu sprinted past the village chief. The chief stumbled, clearly caught off guard. They raced onward. Their speeds were perfectly matched. Enraged, the chief screamed. The bamboo snapped. Yuan Tu seized the bamboo, readying his weapon. He raised the bamboo high, preparing strikes. The chief struggled, mounting a desperate defense. Yuan Tu's weapon twisted with lethal intent. His movements blurred, creating multiple phantom images. The chief gasped. Yuan Tu twisted away. The chief failed to react in time. He stood frozen, speechless and shocked. Yuan Tu released his grip on the pole. He launched the bamboo at the chief. The strike left the chief truly stunned. The bamboo blurred toward his vital points. With nimble reflexes he barely dodged it. A life narrowly spared. The chief spat. Despicable demonic cultist. Only cowardice. Yuan Tu ignored him, circling behind for the kill. Suddenly, Yuan Tu froze in his tracks. Sensing danger, he realized the chief's strike. The chief flipped, delivering a crushing kick. His eyes widened, yet remained resolute. With a stern face, Yuan Tu was violently thrown back. Pain flared, yet a man never complains. Suffering brings growth. He waited for this moment. His leg raised high, ready to counter. Yuan Tu struck the village chief's neck. A sudden, crushing blow. Winds ravaged the forest. Even nature shuddered at this battle. Yuan Tu landed. Watching the fallen chief, he prepared a lethal strike. Seeing the chief clutching his chest, he frowned. A scoff erupted. The chief spoke in agony. Well done. Yuan Tu was the truly stunned one. He could not believe the chief survived the demonic energy. How was this possible? The chief smirked. My past self would have fallen. 8 years ago, a voice echoed through his memory. I congratulate you on becoming sect leader, Fei Huang. He replied. Thank you. I pondered a fitting gift. He presented an item. Why offer such a thing? He looked down, stunned. This? The Yi Jin Jing? Fei Huang insisted it was a copy from the Shaolin Temple. The chief was suspicious. Your martial arts are strong but weak against demonic arts. This internal manual changes everything. The chief refused. A righteous sect leader does not learn techniques from others. Sensing the tension, Fei Huang explained. Do not think that way. To eradicate the demonic path, does the source of the technique truly matter? As long as it serves the righteous path, it is enough. The chief asked. What is your true motive? Fei Huang smiled, hand on his heart. I speak sincerely. I wish to be your friend. Back in the present, the chief thought. I survived only because of him. Without hesitation, he gripped Yuan Tu's throat. Yuan Tu gritted his teeth, utterly helpless. Slowly, he lifted the boy into the air. I shall grant you a most agonizing end. You murderer. He clenched his fist with resolve. Blood splattered in the wind. Yuan Tu raised his hands to retaliate. The village chief sneered. Regretting your life? Too late. He landed a brutal blow. Pure, unadulterated savagery. Yuan Tu lay tattered. Hair veiled his eyes. He gasped heavily. The village chief decided. Send the corpse to the Huang family. He hoisted Yuan Tu onto his back. He walked slowly out of the forest. He heard a heartbeat. It pounded rhythmically within the corpse. He turned, startled. Still beating? What is this? He threw Yuan Tu down to investigate. The chief's abs rippled under his clothes. He stood in shock. Still alive? Yuan Tu snapped his eyes open. The chief recoiled in terror. Elsewhere, Fei Huang rode a speeding palanquin. He demanded loudly. Is the Dongdong sect still far? A servant replied. Only 1 hour remains. Fei Huang pondered deeply. He commanded harshly. Faster! The servants bowed in trembling submission. Yes. Ding Li plucked the zither strings skillfully. Fei Huang paced around her, lost in thought. Ding Li noticed his unease. Are you troubled, sir? Fei Huang answered. His silence is deeply abnormal, Ding Li added. He hides from the bounty, Fei Huang countered. Not him. He is hunting for his child, Ding Li suggested. Guard the places he would visit, Fei Huang interrupted. Where? There are 9 sects he would never ignore, Ding Li smirked. What if he targets the Yin weak sects? Fei Huang began to recount. As I said, I bribed the Dongdong sect leader. A servant rushed in, shouting in panic. Master! Disaster has struck, Fei Huang asked coldly. What is it? The servant trembled, stammering out the news. The Bi Udong sect master has vanished. The hall fell silent. Every face turned pale with dread. Deep within the forest, a gruesome scene awaited. The village chief lay slaughtered, eyes gouged out, tongue severed. Blood stained the earth. Fei Huang gasped in horror. A servant examined the remains and reported back. Dead. Fei Huang turned away. Move the body to the Biu Dong sect. Fei Huang reached the fortress, observing the silence. Why is it empty? Why are the lamps extinguished? Did they move inside? He recoiled. Corpses littered the ground. Empty eye sockets. Pure carnage. Fei Huang commanded his men. Search for any survivors. The servants obeyed instantly. Yes. He remained lost in grim thought. Who committed this slaughter? Could it be him? A servant shouted aloud. Master, I found one! Fei Huang entered the room, listening to the report. There is a survivor. One man lives. He stood stunned. Terror filled his soul. Who did this? The wounded servant gasped. Yuan Tuma killed the master. Everyone is dead. Fei Huang stood in disbelief. All by himself? Seeing the dying man, he seethed. His cultivation has truly soared. Damn it. If I were faster, the servant pointed a trembling finger. He cannot have gone far. Before dying, he whispered. He suffered a fatal wound. Fei Huang narrowed his eyes. Search this area immediately. Yes. His grip tightened. Rage burned within him. He vowed to hunt him down. Before he recovers, nearby Yuan Tu walked slowly. A figure of pure menace. He gritted his teeth. Pushing through the pain, Yuan Tun thought. A whole sect is too much. Memories flooded back. Yuan Zhu's eyes rolled backward. He raised his hand. A massive force erupted. The village chief was sent flying. His body twisted unnaturally. His gaze shifted completely. The village chief remained vicious. He prepared a lethal strike. Suddenly, both wrists were seized. The chief gasped in shock. A sinister force crushed him. Bones snapped. Yuan Zhu's eyes radiated murder. He effortlessly ripped his arms away. The chief lost his balance. Yuan Zhu struck instantly. No time to think. The chief stared in disbelief. Wounded. Furious. Terrified, Yuan Zhu landed a fatal blow. A strike to the death point. Too late. Blood sprayed from his chest. The chief vomited blood. Agony consumed him. He crashed down. He reached out weakly. Save me. Yuan Zhu looked down, confused. The dying man rasped. Spare me. I saw nothing. Yuan Zhu hesitated. Weary and conflicted. He shoved him away. He turned his back. Keep your word. The chief lay panting. A truly cowardly snake. A sudden strike came from behind. Yuan Zhu turned. The wretched chief attacked. Coughing blood, he glared with malice. The fool believed himself invincible. Yuan Zhu sent him flying again. A blade pierced his body. Yuan Zhu felt no fear. Only cold contempt. The chief screamed in rage. A squad of soldiers arrived. They shouted for their sect master. A dark suspicion flashed through him. What? Where did he find such power? The household guards cheered in wild excitement. So, the sect leader is here. The village chief gritted his teeth. Kill him now. The soldiers surged forward as commanded. They charged directly toward Nguyen Tu. He brandished a sharpened bamboo pipe. The bamboo pierced the guard. A gruesome hole. The next guard was completely caught off guard. One strike. 2 men pierced. Like one arrow, 2 birds. Nguyen Tuai entered his stance. The fools underestimated him. The chief watched his men fall one by one. He sensed no danger. He ordered his retreat. Nguyen Tu's eyes burned deep crimson. A monstrous aura. He glared at the chief. Pay for your betrayal. The chief paled. Terror struck. A piercing scream echoed. The battle ended. Nguyen Tu walked, gasping for breath. He possessed only 6 parts of his former strength. He suffered grave internal injuries. A loud shout rang out. Bloodstains! They found them. Nguyen Tu turned around. A guard warned his allies. He is hiding nearby. Nguyen Tu hid in the brush. Damn it. Why now? A disciple bowed low. Master, he is still near. Fei Huang grew cold. Are you certain? The man replied confidently. He remains in this forest. Block all exits. Search every corner. Hidden behind the thick, green bamboo. He feared detection. A desperate internal thought. Damn it. How can I escape this? The disciple Fei Huang sensed a subtle atmospheric shift. He rejoiced. Heaven aids me now. Nguyen Tua attempted to flee. He struck a branch. The noise echoed clearly. A disciple heard the sound. He approached cautiously. He spotted the boy fleeing. He shouted loudly. He is over there. Injured. The boy scrambled away. Hoofbeats thundered on the narrow trail. A group followed, carrying an ornate palanquin. He hid within a dark corner. He inadvertently overheard their secret conversation. My lord, we searched everywhere. The child is gone. He was stunned. Which child were they seeking? The man inside frowned. Not here? Impossible. Where did they take Zhang Ya? He issued an immediate order. Move out. The subordinates obeyed without hesitation. The flag-bearer halted. A stranger blocked their path. He bellowed. Who goes there? Begone, or perish immediately. Fei Huang was startled. Patriarch? He recognized the imperial crest. Before he could speak, the spearman pointed directly at him. We serve the imperial palace. Move, or die. Fei Huang panicked. He begged for mercy. I am Fei Huang, of the Huangfu clan. We were merely searching this area. A grave mistake. Hearing the noise, he peered outside. Fei Huang continued rambling. May I apologize to the occupant directly? The guard roared. Audacious! Do you know who waits inside? The man inside silenced him immediately. That is enough. He exited the palanquin. Greetings. I am Zheng Xian, the emperor's servant. Fei Huang observed him. An imperial eunuch? He bowed respectfully. An honor to meet you, honored master. Zheng Xian questioned him. What business brings you here? Your actions seem far from ordinary, he spoke. We are hunting a heinous villain. He then turned his gaze toward Zheng Xian. A palace eunuch belongs within the imperial walls. Why trek deep into this desolate wilderness? His voice dripped with sharp, mocking sarcasm. The subordinate behind him could not hold back. Insolent! He gestured to stop him, voice calm. No matter. Please, there is a misunderstanding here. I merely seek to offer my assistance. Zheng Xian turned toward the sedan chair. Forget it. The elder pondered. This was a guarded secret. Approaching the chair, he spotted a pool of blood. Inside, a youth lay dying. Zheng Xian froze. Yuan Tuka gasped. Blood loss drained his life. I beg you. I am searching for a child. The subordinate asked. My lord, what is wrong? Fei Huang stared toward the sedan chair. Startled, he quickly masked his reaction. It is nothing. My robes were caught. Resume the journey. Fei Huang stood, watching the carriage depart. Deep in a temple, a monk spoke coldly. Leave. How long will you persist? Wu Yin bowed. Master, the fault is mine. Grant me leave. The monk replied. I erred in sparing him. It is Buddha's will. Namo Amitabha. Wu Yin pleaded with desperate sincerity. I sealed his meridians, causing greater calamity. Permit me to stop his slaughter. The master turned his back on him. Fool. You are still bound by earthly karma. Your cultivation level remains far too low. Even without your meddling, he would fall. Wu Yin wept. Forgive me. My ignorance stains your name. Seeing his tears, the master sighed. Go then. Shocked, he opened his eyes wide. Master? The master spoke softly. Did you not hear? Descend the mountain. Find him. Wu Yin stood, bowing low. Many thanks, master. He knelt down. I depart now. Take care. The old man recalled the night. He had released the injured Yuanzhu. Guilt consumed him. He should have held him captive. Meanwhile, at Blood Sect, a man led a boy to the altar. He pointed ahead. Enter. The sect master awaits. The boy wept, clutching his robes. Please, save me. I will do anything. He patted the boy's head. Fear not. The sect master means no harm. The boy stopped crying. Truly? The man walked forward. Truly. Enter at once. The boy screamed. No, I am terrified. The man shoved him hard. Let go. I said let go. The boy lost balance. He hit the cold ground. The man's voice trembled, looking around nervously. My apologies, child. Are you hurt? The boy shook his head. Suddenly, a finger pierced his eye. Pain erupted. He shrieked in agony. The long-haired elder smiled thinly. Dare you cause chaos here? Before this sacred altar? The boy trembled, stuttering. Please save me. The elder comforted him. Calm yourself. I dealt with that fool. The boy's legs failed. He collapsed to the floor. The scent of fear filled the air. Stay back. Please, spare me. The elder spoke with mockery. Ah, you misunderstand. He reached out. I prepared delicious food. Why refuse to enter? The scent of meat drifted. The naive boy asks, can I truly trust you? Will you promise not to harm me? The old man lures him. I will not harm you. He leads the boy inside to steaming food. The boy cheers with excitement. Meat! It is real. He tears into the meat. Eat, master? Bai Ye smiles, eyes glazed. Eat slowly. Choking is fatal. Finishing the meat, he tosses the bone aside. Seeing a skeleton in clothes, he recoils in terror. What is this? Turning to flee, the old man looms behind. Sharp eyes pierced him. Who? Your divine connection. Offer your greetings. His legs tremble. He collapses, begging for mercy. You promised to spare me. He smiles. His fingernails elongate into blades. The elder advances. Indeed. You become me. You live forever. He reaches for the boy. At dawn, a man's voice echoes outside. Sectmaster, are you within? It is Chung Yu. The master's voice rings from the room. Enter. Chung Yu is eager. His first time inside. A man sits, eyes closed in meditation. Crimson aura swirls around him. He exhales, sensing a body transformed. He is taken aback. Youth restored? He demands. What is the meaning of this? Chung Yu kneels. Master, I secured only one. The master smiles, teeth bared in rage. I demanded 2 every month. Chung Yu sweats, struggling to find words. Rumors of missing children emptied the streets at dusk. What of the aura surrounding Bai Ye? He bowed his head, humbly replying, I shall head to Hunan. Bai Ye laughed, satisfied. A brilliant idea. He sighed internally at the laughter and departed. The elder spoke abruptly. Wait. That child? Chung Yu replied. That child remains well. Bai Ye smirked. See that he is cared for. His back was drenched in sweat. He cursed silently. Damn it. At dawn, inside the palace, Yuanshu awakened. Opulence surrounded him. Where was he? His wounds were now meticulously bandaged. He draped his robe on, sensing movement outside. He gazed out. Guards stood in 2 perfect lines. Was this truly the royal palace? He recalled the events of last night. Struggling to breathe from blood loss, he begged, I rely on you. Zheng Xian remained silent, hearing his desperate plea. Yuanshu never suspected such a hidden background. He leaped through the window. He was tied to royalty. He had to escape this place. The loud crash drew immediate attention. Intruder! The soldiers surrounded him with caution. Damn it. He braced himself. He kicked the attackers. They flew away. Weapons shattered. The captain commanded. Halt, a soldier asked. Need reinforcements? Liu Bao rubbed his wrists, smugly declaring, unnecessary. He has some skill. Yuan Shu clenched his fists. The brute sneered. Your tricks are predictable. He ducked the strike. He punched Yuan's gut. The soldiers cheered with malicious excitement. Trapped like bait. Intense pain. His fresh wounds tore open. Sweat poured. He stiffened to block. Li Bao growled, teeth gnashing. How dare you? He was hoisted up, aimed for the ground. The brute roared, Die! Our protagonist retaliated. A heavy kick struck his skull. His eyes rolled back. He collapsed, unconscious. The guards panicked. They roared in terror. Captain Guyen Tu breathed heavily. He looked at Li Bao. Thankfully, he was unconscious. The soldiers whispered. Did he actually win? How is this possible? A soldier shouted. Intruder alert! Send reinforcements! Trin Hien stepped in. Enough. Cease this immediately. Trin Hien frowned. He explained, This is my nephew. The soldiers gasped. This youth possesses incredible strength. He pointed to Li Bao. I will explain later. Leave now. A soldier obeyed. He hauled Li Bao up. Understood. Trin Hien walked away. He signaled the youth. He commanded, Sit down. The youth hesitated, feeling suspicious. Trin Hien asked, Your child has gone missing? Is this connected to the recent kidnappings? Nguyen Tu replied, Yes. I must go search. He turned to Li. Trin Hien smirked. Do you want the truth? The youth froze. He rushed forward. Do you know something? Who is he? Speak the truth. Trin Hien recounted the events. This began not long ago. 10 days passed. Deep in the woods. Trin Hien called out, Trink NHA. Trink NHA. A soldier approached. He bowed. Nothing found nearby. Trin Hien Another soldier pointed toward the mountain range. We have found a witness, sir. This elder saw a hooded man abduct Trinesh. NHA. Trin Hien ordered, Pursue that man immediately. The soldiers obeyed without hesitation. Fortunate. We finally found a witness. Many children were taken, not just her. He gazed upward. Did he flee there? Gather the men. We depart now. The soldier blocked him. You cannot proceed. Trin Hien frowned in confusion. Why can I not follow? The soldier warned. That is demonic sect territory. He stood frozen in shock. The demonic sect? Nguyen Tu could not believe it. Impossible. It cannot be them. He raged. Why would they kidnap children? Trin Hien replied. It is entirely possible. I searched there. There is nothing left. Nguyen Tu turned away in frustration. You misunderstand. I sent scouts already. Are the rumors true? Or hidden motives? Trin Hien grew concerned for him. You are injured. Heal yourself. Leave this. Tran Tru stood deep in thought. Trin Hien offered a compromise. Stay here until the truth surfaces. He remembered the chaos last night. The entire martial world is hunting me. Staying here is the safest path. Agreed. Understood. I will remain for days. Trin Hien signaled for the guest room. Guards! Come here. Invite this guest to the VIP chamber. At dusk within the demonic cult, Bin Thien reported respectfully. Master. Since the Huangfu clan became the martial alliance leader, the atmosphere has grown strangely unsettling. The evil sect master sat reclined. His eyes were glazed. White mist surrounded him. Bin Thian spoke again. Given that tyrant's ambition, he will target our cult. The bald man with drooping whiskers added, furthermore, Yuan Zhu has resurfaced. A bounty has been issued. If he is captured, our cult faces treason. The maester remained indifferent. His dark eyes were vacant. He dismissed his subordinates. Bin Thian felt panic. His voice trembled with unease. Master. But the man merely waved him away. I am weary today. Bin Thian acknowledged and departed. Understood. Exiting the cult's gates, he muttered, the master has been acting strangely lately. The bald man following him chimed in immediately. Does the left envoy think so too? Bin Thian stroked his chin, contemplating. The master remains disturbingly silent. Tu Sam spoke with rising anxiety. Indeed. This is a critical era for us. I cannot fathom his recent behavior. Suddenly, a strange voice echoed through the forest. Bin Thian and Tu Sam alerted instantly. Just returning now? Yes. I just came from the cave. The man growled in frustration. Why gather these children? Hiding in the brush, the thin man grumbled. Walking to the cave end is exhausting. The fat man hissed. Hush. Someone might be listening. Bin Thian and Tu Sam emerged from the bushes, shouting, What did you just say? The two men jumped in terror. The fat and thin men stammered in unison. Nothing at all, your honors. Please. Nothing. Tu Sam grabbed the thin man. Speak the truth. The man gasped for air. Cold sweat drenched him. Spare me. I will talk. A fat man threw a girl inside. Enter. This is your home now. The girl hit the damp ground. She let out a pained cry. Scanning the dark cave, she trembled. Where is this? She saw a skull and screamed. A shadow covered her mouth. A voice signaled for silence. Be quiet. He broke into a cold sweat. Red-eyed wolves growled, stalking closer. The boy pulled her into hiding. Where are we? Who are you? He coughed, his body failing him. Are you all right? His face paled. Is that blood? He offered a weak comfort. It is nothing. She stood up. I am Trinha. He admired her fine clothes. You look beautiful. She dismissed it. Do not worry. Where is this place? Who are you? He struggled. I am Nguyen's son. This is a child prison. She burst into tears. A prison? Father will save us. Endure until then. She huddled on the ground. Nguyen's son patted her back. Zheng Ya, stop crying, the boy asked. Are you thirsty? Zheng Ya nodded in response. Nguyen's son pointed toward the puddle. Do you see that puddle there? Zheng Ya drank. Nguyen's son stumbled. He collapsed. Sung Du felt annoyed. What a nuisance. He hoisted the boy. He turned away. Zheng Ya finished drinking. Nguyen's son vanished. Huh? Where did he go? Late at night, Bin Thian and Tu Sam hid nearby. The bald man spoke. Do you think the children are there? Bin Thian doubted. The demon cave closed long ago. Why keep secrets? Tu Sam quickly agreed. Indeed. He moved to leave. Bin Thian stopped him. Do not go there. Tu Sam asked. Why not? Bin Thian explained. The sect leader hides secrets. We must remain cautious. Suddenly, the bald man pointed. Sung Du emerged, carrying Nguyen's son. They watched him walk away. Tu Sam gasped. It is all true? Bin Thian wondered. Why gather children there? The bald man mused. Could this involve the recent kidnappings? Bin Thian stood up. I must interrogate the sect leader. A dark shadow loomed over them. They turned. They were shocked. A Sitong approached, wearing a smile. Why do you seek me? They stammered. Why imprison children in the cave? A Sitong sneered. He huffed coldly. Bin Thian sweated. As left envoy, I must know. A Sitong struck. Bin Thian flew back. He trembled against a tree. Why, master? He glared coldly. 9 sects planted spies. You are one. Bin Thian panicked. What nonsense is this? A Sitong lunged. Strike the skull. Are you his accomplice? Tu Sam trembled. No. I dare not. He waved dismissively. Enough. Get out now. The man fled. Terrifying laughter echoed behind. Heavy doors swung open. Light flooded darkness. Jars sat upon tables. Holes pierced surroundings. Toxic smoke drifted out. A Sitong smiled. Heavenly sect leader. He sat motionless. The figure smiled. I punished the traitor today. Dawn rose. Yi Yuan examined the boy. Deng Du watched intently. What is wrong? The physician sighed. His internal wounds are severe, untreated for too long. Complications have emerged. He hesitated, clearly worried. He pulled back clothes. Bruises covered his chest. The man grew furious. So what? Beyond your healing skill? He turned away sharply. Ying Yuan shouted. No! Potent medicine can heal. Deng Du turned. Money is nothing. Save him. Yi Yuan nodded slowly. His heart broke. What happened here? How could this happen? Is he really your father? Nguyen's son answered weakly. Yes. The physician worried. Are you certain? Tell me the truth. I can protect you, the boy whispered. Stop. It is true. Nguyen's son trembled. Sung Duan's threats remained. Speak with extreme caution inside. Act recklessly, and death awaits us here. Seeing the boy's distress, the physician offered comfort. I sense your deep, hidden anxiety. I know a martial master for help. He reached out to pat the boy. Yuan Shan softened his tone. I am fine. Thank you for your kind concern. The man sighed at his silent resistance. If you insist, I understand completely. Outside the hut, imperial soldiers found clues. Informed the eunuch of this discovery. Elsewhere, the sound of glass shattered. Bring more wine immediately. Fatty Leah roared in pure fury. I ordered more wine. Move now. A soldier stepped in to intervene. It is still light. Stop drinking. Furious, he shoved the man away. You dare defy me? Insolent cur. The soldier stumbled, pleading for mercy. Drunk and crazed, Leah kicked him. You mock my bruised, pathetic state? The guards rushed forward. Please, calm yourself. He is the eunuch's nephew. Restrain. People are watching. Return to palace. The crowd gathered, watching the spectacle. Embarrassed, he grunted. Fine. Let's go. Near the palace, he stopped abruptly. Wait. He saw Yuan Tu's wanted poster. That's him! They tore it down, whispering frantically. Look. It matches the drawing perfectly. Li Bao narrowed his eyes, smiling triumphantly. The demonic murderer? Then he must pay the price. Inside the palace, Yuan Shu meditated deeply. Azure energy swirled around him. He regulated his breath. His wounds healed fully in 1 week. Internal power grew stronger. A knock echoed. Who goes there? The maid spoke respectfully. I bring tea. Very well. Enter. The maid stepped inside. Yuan Shu noticed her hand. A scar? She bowed. I bring the imperial tea. Please enjoy it. He spoke calmly. I will drink it later. Express my gratitude to the master. The maid stood frozen. Yes. I shall withdraw now. Yuan Shu suddenly asked. Wait. Where is yesterday's servant? The maid recoiled in shock. She turned sharply. She hurled purple powder at him. He roared. Purple haze filled the air. You dare use such tricks? Who are you? A shadow lunged. Yuan Shu flew backward. 3 strikes hit his body. Liu Bao sneered. You haven't forgotten me? Yuan Shu grimaced in pain. Li Bao commanded the maid. Drag him to the secret chamber. Simultaneously, Zheng Xian reported the city's status. Your Majesty. It is Zheng Xian. The king lounged on his throne, flirting with concubines. What is it? If it is not urgent, let my Hang speak. Zheng Xian felt a surge of cold fury. Your Majesty. Child abductions continue to plague our lands. The king was lazy. He lived only for decadence and ignored his people. He shouted. That investigation concluded long ago. It is mere rumor. I am tired. Get out. Trin Hien felt deep resentment. He accepted the order. I understand. I shall withdraw now. He feared the situation had spiraled out. What now? Alone. I cannot defeat the demon sect. Evidence would surely convince the emperor easily. The kidnapping case caused Trin Hien agony. A soldier knelt. Master. We found a survivor. Trin Hien was elated. Is that true? Lead the way immediately. It is half a day away. He remembered Yuan Shu. He rushed to the chambers. The door flew open. Are you inside? Good news. But where is Yuan Shu? Where did your servant go? He asked. The maid replied with a calm tone. Your nephew left on urgent business. Trin Hien walked away in irritation. Why at this very moment? He gave a firm command. Tell him to find me immediately. The maid nodded. Understood. In the secret chamber, Yuan Shu was bound. Needles pierced his chest. A massive hand struck. The slap echoed throughout the chamber. The pain forced him awake. Where am I? Li Bao sneered with delight. Why does it matter? This is your burial ground. He saw the needles. He felt shocked. What did you do? Li Bao proudly introduced Hao. Greet him. This is my boss. I know medicine. These needles will ensure your compliance. Hao sneered. You are a wicked murderer. Acupuncture was necessary. Nguyen Tu gnashed his teeth. You coward! Hako retorted. This is nothing compared to your crimes. He felt a sudden change within. He stared at his hands. Qi was gathering. Fatty Li commanded the guard. Untie him now. The soldier hesitated in confusion. Is that really wise? The guard smirked with arrogance. Let him taste fear as the prey. He examined his hands in shock. How is this possible? He ignored Fatty Li's taunts entirely. Leah roared, charging forward. Has madness claimed you? Nguyen Tu remained focused on his body. What is happening within? A strike will reveal all. Both men lunged forward at once. Nguyen Tu blocked the incoming punch. Massive force sent him flying back. He roared in pure fury. You bastard! He turned to Hao. Boss, explain this madness. Hao sweated. I have no idea. I pierced the demonic pressure point. His body surged with raw power. Denying the truth, Lian attacked again. Bastard! I will kill you! Nguyen Tu's gaze sharpened. Li struck. Brutal strikes rained down. He tumbled back. Li rejoiced at the easy victory. Ha! Hauge observed his joy and spoke. That is not it. Look at him, little brother. He stood up coldly. Not bad, for you. Hauge explained incessantly. I said no? I did it right. Or him, but that is impossible. Yuan Shu's gaze turned icy. Li Fati broke into a cold sweat. He viewed them like maggots. Your technique is no joke. Hauge felt terrified. So that was it. The demon aperture was blocked. Li Fati asked in confusion. What do you mean? He turned to Hauge and saw him fleeing. He shouted in a panic. That monster! We cannot win! Run! Cracking sounds echoed. Yuan Shu walked toward Li Fati and stopped. Hauge trembled, fumbling with the key. His hands shook uncontrollably. Damn it! Just open! Li Fati barked at his guards. What are you doing? Attack him now! The guards rushed forward in fear. They were knocked unconscious instantly. Li Fati trembled. His end approached. Yuan Shu delivered a fierce kick. Now your turn. Lang Fati struck back, but missed easily. He rammed his head into his stomach. Hauge struck to support him. He launched needles. Take this, fool! Yuan Shu dodged the needles effortlessly. Needles pierced the wall. He gripped his arms and punched his gut. His body suddenly stiffened. Haogi spat blood. How does it taste? The path to death is lonely no more. The man collapsed immediately after speaking. He struggled to support his failing body. Damn it. My body is stiffening. He sat up, sensing his internal state. Memories surfaced. Killing snakes with bare hands. Blood stained his young skin. Nguyen Tu begged. Please, get me out. She spoke coldly. Survive until tomorrow. Then, leave, he retorted. These snakes are venomous. One bite means certain death. A sea of snakes surrounded him. She looked down. You possess blood demon art, he pleaded. I cannot kill them all. Her tone remained indifferent. Who said kill? He hesitated. A snake lunged. Fangs sank deep. He screamed in agony. He hurled the beast away in rage. Panic set in. It's over. I am poisoned, she shouted. Fool! Circulate your energy. Suppress the poison. He obeyed, focusing his internal cultivation. On the mountain, the physician put away his needles. He whispered, dress quickly. Your father arrives soon. The boy complied. The physician asked, no regrets? The boy nodded firmly. None at all. He stood and opened the door. Is that so? I understand now. Nguyen Sun stood in deep contemplation. It cannot be helped. Even with guards, they will all perish. Hearing a noise, the boy called out, who is there? Soldiers emerged. They seized him. He was shoved inside a sack. What is this? The soldier carried the heavy bag. It dropped. Nguyen Sun poked his head out. Is it time to leave? Who goes there? Trin Xian sat upon the palanquin. Fear not. We are from the palace. Were you abducted? Nguyen Sun remained silent. Trin Xian pressed. Are the demonic cultists holding children captive? Speak. We have sworn to save you. Only after a long silence he whispered. Yes. The soldiers erupted in sudden joy. It is true. We shall finally rescue the young miss. A heavy burden lifted from Trin Xian's heart. Very well. Tell me. Do you know NHA? Nguyen Sun ignored the man's question. Where are we right now? I must return there immediately. Trin Xian stood frozen in disbelief. How could you? Returning means certain capture again. The boy insisted. That man will kill Yi Vian if I flee. Nguyen Sun begged. I must go before Yi Vian suffers. Please, hurry. Trin Xian stood his ground. That is far too dangerous. Tears streamed down the boy's face. He is a good man. I cannot let him die. Seeing the boy weep, he finally relented. Understood. We shall go. The soldiers immediately blocked his path. Master. This is too dangerous, he commanded. We retrieve Yi Vian. That is all. The soldier hesitated. He refused any dissent. Move out. They approached the thatched cottage together. Soldiers scanned the perimeter. Everything appears calm. Trin Xian surveyed the area. Thankfully. We have arrived first. The boy bolted toward the house, screaming, Yi Vian, where are you? Before he could stop him. Wait, young one. A desperate cry echoed. The soldiers and Trin Xian flinched. He commanded, enter at once. Inside, Trin Xian saw Yi Vian bloodied. Nguyen Sun wept uncontrollably. Yi Vian, Trin Xian could not believe it. Such ruthless cruelty. The nearby soldier gasped in shock. Sir. We must leave now. Sungdul approached. It is too late. Trin Xian and the soldier turned. He matched the old man's description. Are you the one who abducted NHA? The door was forcefully shoved open. Ding Lai screamed in sheer panic. Big brother. She checked his pulse. He is dead. What of the other one? What is that? Why is he sitting there? Ding Lai saw Nguyen Tu's veins pulsing. Poisoned. She channeled energy, then collapsed. They are all dead. Now, clean up. A shame about brother. Frame this accident. She lit a torch to burn the room. Nguyen Tu commanded, stop right there. Ding Lai gasped. Still alive? How is this possible? That was lethal poison. Guyan Tu hissed. Hand over the antidote. She laughed wickedly. Are you truly insane? Beg for mercy. I might consider. Paralyzed? You cannot kill me. Die right now. She lunged with her blade. Yuan Tua ducked low to evade the attack. Ding Lai was stunned by his swift movements. How did he dodge that? She sneered, calling it pure blind luck. Let us see you dodge this. She lunged, thrusting her blade at him. Yuan Tu leaped away, evading the strike. Din Lai gritted her teeth, slashing down. Die right now. Yuan Tua planted his hand to dodge. He vaulted high into the air. His movements showed no trace of poison. Yuan Tu kicked her squarely in the face. She collapsed back. He resumed his stance. Ding Lai scrambled away, screaming in terror. Yuan Tu flicked a toothpick like a dart. Ding Lai froze in sudden shock. Yuan Tu spoke. You know what that is? He swallowed the antidote. His veins receded. Ding Lai bowed low, begging for mercy. Yuan Tu replied, I spare your life. Where is the eunuch? She answered. He left to find you. Yuan Tu gasped. He is seeking me? Do you know where he went? She replied. The soldiers surely know. Moments later, he rode until they stopped. They arrived. Yuan Tu dismounted and moved. He stood before a simple, quiet hut. Why would he come here? Suddenly, a strange sound echoed nearby. He turned. The noise came from bushes. Bai Lin lay there, covered in wounds. Yuan Tu rushed over. What happened here? Bai Lin replied. How fortunate. To meet you before I pass. Yuan Tu responded. We must treat your wounds immediately. Bai Lin continued. It is already too late for me. He asked in fury. Who is responsible for this? Bai Lin whispered. The children are trapped in the demon sect ravine. Yuan Tu's expression shifted instantly. The demon sect ravine? Bai Lin asked. Is your son's name Yuan Shan? Yuan Tu asked. How could you possibly know that? Bai Lin muttered. It is as I suspected. They look identical. Seeing the boy, he had asked, What is your name? The boy replied, I am Yuan Shan. Bai Lin murmured, Yuan Shan. Who is the master in the palace? The subordinate answered, I do not know, master. Bai Lin muttered. Curses. I was too rushed to ask. Yuan Shan suddenly spoke. Sir, is your daughter named Zheng Ya? Hearing this, Bai Lin's face turned deathly pale. You have seen Zheng Ya? The boy replied. Yes. Her clothes were exquisite. I assume she was nobility. Bai Lin gripped the boy's wrist tightly. Your son still lives. Yuan Tu could not believe his ears. Yuan Shan is still alive? Bai Lin continued. Please. I beg you to save my Zheng Ya. Then, his hand fell limp to the ground. Yuan Tu fell into a deep, heavy silence. He slowly raised his hand, then paused. He realized Bai Lin's eyes remained wide open. Yuan Tu turned away. I will save your daughter, then close your eyes. Scene shifts. A hand shoves Yuan Shan forward. Get inside. Zheng Gaiyan's son called out to the girl. Tring Nha continued to press forward. Are you suffering any injuries? Nguyen's son answered. Yes, I am fine. Tring Nha pulled him away. We must hide. The captive children are acting strangely. Nguyen's son questioned. Why is that? Has something truly terrible happened? She replied. Hunger drives them to kill. Nguyen's son reassured. Do not fear. I remain. Trinch Nha nodded in silence. I will survive until father arrives. Nguyen's son felt a deep, piercing sorrow. Sungdu stepped forward into the light. The Heaven Evil Sect Master suddenly appeared. Where have you been hiding? Sungdu recoiled in sudden shock. My Sect Master. Heaven Evil Sect Master. Answer my inquiry. Sungdu lowered his head deeply. Are you truly the Sect Master? I failed to recognize your great visage. Heaven Evil Sect Master. Why take that child? Sungdu replied. The child required medical care. Heaven Evil Sect Master roared in fury. Sungdu knelt. Sect Master, spare me. Heaven Evil Sect Master. Who else saw you? Speak the absolute truth. I killed the eunuch and his men. The Sect Master grew even more enraged. A mere eunuch? He seized Sungdu. Spare my life. Heaven Evil Sect Master struck. Blood sprayed. He smiled. He will arrive soon. 10 years ago, the past unveiled. Bingtian spoke. You followed this far. Good. You shall serve the demonic sect. I will assign your individual tasks. Xu Zhen suddenly interrupted. Wait. One remains. Bingtian frowned. Why are you here? Return to your post. Zhu Zhen replied. Recall the child discarded into the demon pit? Tian Yizong gasped. Xu Zhen confirmed. Yes. The child you cast away as trash. I did not abandon him. I raised him. Yuan Shu quickly stepped forward from behind. The crowd jeered. That weakling? You remember him? True. He looks like dead weight. Tian Yizong mused. Strange aura. What forbidden technique? Xu Zhen urged. Father, let Yuan Shu prove himself. Bing Tian scoffed. He lacks the strength. Impossible task. Zhu Zhen interjected. Do not judge without witnessing battle. Yuan Zhu. Crush these fools. Yuan Zhu cast a cold, deathly glare. One arrogant fool mocked. Look at him. Does he challenge all of us? Bijiang laughed. Apparently he does. A fighter sneered. One calf? Not all of us. I will handle this trash. One strike. End him. Bijiang warned. Make it quick. The youth lunged with lethal intent. Yuan Zhu vanished without a trace. Reappearing behind, he delivered a crushing blow. The youth froze. Blood erupted instantly. Silence fell. One strike. Total devastation. What art did he master? Tian Yizong shuddered. Blood demon divine art? How does he know that? Bing Tian called out, in utter shock. Sect master, he replied. That brat. I will discipline him myself. He surged past the crowd. Thien A-Si Tong appeared before Nguyen Tu. He parried the strike instantly. Thien A-Si Tong swung a fierce kick. Nguyen Tu leaped backward to evade. Thien A-Si Tong roared in fury. Nguyen Tu absorbed the full force. His body was sent flying. Thien A-Si Tong spat. Arrogant brat. Tu Chan blocked him, father. The match is over. Thien A-Si Tong replied. Blocking my palm? Not bad. Take him along too. Tu Chan replied. Yes. Grandfather has finally acknowledged you. For some reason, Nguyen Tuai wore a look of disgust. Shifting back to the present, Nguyen Tu scouts the cave exterior. With my true power, I could suppress the sect master. Yet, one meridian remains sealed. I cannot activate it. He recalled Bai Lin's words. Your son is still alive. Nguyen Tu mused. Avoid direct confrontation. Saving the children is priority. He suddenly spotted something. A potential entry point. Nguyen Tu scrutinized the suspicious area, then advanced quickly. A draft blew through. It is indeed an entrance. Suddenly, Thien A-Si Tong's voice resonated. I was wondering where these rats crawled from. Nguyen Tu spun around, recognizing the figure immediately. Then A-Si Tong continued. You committed grave sins. How did you get here? Then A-Si Tong commanded, leave now. Then, I shall spare you. Nguyen Tu asked, startled. What is your scheme? He replied. Exactly what I said. You have arrived far too early. Nguyen Tu was, I have come to retrieve my son. I shall not leave without him. Tian Yizong sneered. Then I must send you away myself, Yuan Tu pondered. It is incomplete, but I will strike using blood demon arts. He lunged at Tian Yizong. Die! Tian Yizong evaded his strikes with effortless ease. You have grown slow. Truly disappointing, Yuan Tu pondered. What movement technique is this? A strange martial art. Unknown to the sect. He lunged forward again. Silence. Tian Yizong dodged the blow once again. Yuan Tuka did not hesitate. He lunged back. His kick missed its mark entirely. He charged immediately. No time for rest. Yuan Tuger gritted his teeth. His punch missed. Tian Yizong scoffed. Pathetic expectations. Leave. Recover your strength. Yuan Tu recoiled in shock. How does he know that? Who are you? Tian Yizong laughed at the question. Yuan Tua pressed on. I asked, who are you? You are not the sect master. He appeared behind him instantly. You wish to know? Fear flickered in Yuan Tu's eyes. Tian Yizong struck with blood demon arts. The attack landed perfectly. Yuan Tua took the full impact. His body flew backward from the force. Yuan Tu groaned. How do you know that technique? Tian Yizong sighed. Finally. Where is it? Toss this trash into the bag. Cast him out. A man dragged him away swiftly. Yuan Tui screamed. Yuan Shan, I will save you. Tian Yizong lashed out. Silence! Yuan Tu collapsed in agony. Tian Yizong mused. I showed my power. He will not return. Deep within a dark cave, Yuan Shan awoke. Father! Trinchi, NHA, asked in surprise. What is wrong? Are you having a nightmare? The boy replied. Number. It was father's voice. He vowed to save me. He coughed violently. Blood stained the floor. Nguyen's son stared at his bloodied hands. The healers promised acupuncture would help. Why is this happening? Tring NHA replied. Rest now. I will fetch water. Wait for me. You would be healthy elsewhere. Nguyen's son whispered weakly. Take care. The scene shifts. An old woman speaks. Have you heard? The Biudong sect fell. The man responded. An entire sect destroyed? Who would dare do that? She replied. The ghost killer has finally returned. Just how strong is this monster? What is the Huangfu clan doing? They occupy the Martial Alliance throne. They promise to protect the righteous sects, yet they watch. Truly, utterly incompetent. Fai Hoshin blocked the assassin. Enough! Damn it! This humiliation is unbearable. The scene shifts. A servant speaks. Madam. The master has returned. Ding Lai complained. Why drink so much? Fai Hoyan replied. I am exhausted. My Hang entered the conversation. Fi Hoyan collapsed onto his bed. She continued. I know Nguyen Tu troubles you. Enough! Fi Hon snapped. I require rest. Ding Lai pressed on. Hunting a ghost is impossible. I have devised a better plan. Target what Nguyen Tua desires most. He will reveal himself soon enough. Fi Holian gasped. You mean his child? But where can we find him? She replied. Children have been constantly kidnapped. I retrieved the case journals. Hunan is next. Fei Huang was stunned. Since when? Send men there at once, she answered. I already dispatched them. Fei Huang muttered. You did well. I rest easy. Qing, he appeared. Such deep affection. Truly admirable. The alliance leader arrived. Are goods prepared? Fei Huang spun around, startled. Sect leader. Why appear so suddenly? He sneered. What is there to discuss? Have you still not found the manual? Fei Huang stammered. Ding Li interrupted. All prepared. Qi Jing. He stared at her, shocked. Ding Li continued. While you rested, I searched. Follow me, Qi Jing. He sighed. Huang Manor finds everything. Nothing is hidden. Ding Li called out. Where are you? Escort the leader to the armory. Fei Huang watched his wife. Suspicion took hold. Could she? Ding Li spoke. Leader, this way. Qi Jing. He glanced around. Oh. So many rare weapons here. Countless weapons rested upon the tables. Ding Li glanced at Fei Huang. Eyes meaningful. Qi Jing. He turned, deeply puzzled. Where is the manual? Ding Li pointed toward a small box. It is right there. Qi Jing. He surged forward as directed. You claim it is where? Fei Huang quickly triggered a wall. It is hidden, right there. Observe with careful eyes. Fei Huang twists the wall seal. The floor beneath Qi Zheng. He collapses instantly. He grabs his weapon, binding Ding Lai standing above. Fei Huang rushes forward, witnessing her descent. Absolutely not. Qi Zheng, he roars. Using such cowardly tactics? If you want her alive, pull me up. Fei Huang replies. Calm down, chief. I will save you. He drops a rope. Grab this and climb up. Qi Jing. He commands Ding Lai. You go first. Ding Lai grabs the rope, watching Fei Huang silently. Qi Jing. He releases the rope. Fei Huang hauls Ding Lai up. Qi Jing. He realizes the betrayal. You pathetic coward. As Ding Lai rises, Qi Jing, he surges upward behind her. Fei Huang catches Ding Li safely. Qi Jing. He strikes. Insects. Think you are my match? Ding Lai whispers. Husband! Fei Huang unleashes his strike. Qi Jing. He recoils. The dragon subduing palms. The strike slams into his body. Fei Huang sneers. This was all a calculated trap. Qi Jing. He falls. This was a trap? Flashback to 3 years ago. Fei Huang holds the scroll. I found the lost dragon subduing palms. I must return this to gain his favor. Ding Lai objects. Wait. That manual is peerless. Every martial artist craves its power. Fei Huang is stunned. You mean? Ding Lai suggests. Why not master it yourself first? Then we use it as our bait. Fei Huang agrees. Genius. We shall crush the gang's influence. Returning to the present, Fei Huang displays the papers. You desire this, do you not? Qi Jing, he mutters. So that was it. Fei Huang tears the papers. This is your precious legacy. Destroyed. Qi Jing, he bellows. You wretched dog. I will exact my vengeance. The scene shifts. Ding Lai speaks. Did you see the sect leader's confused face? Fei Huang laughs. All my hard work climbing to alliance leader finally paid off. I truly thought a disaster had occurred. Ding Lai smiles. Great achievements always require facing grave danger. Fei Huang asks. How shall we dispose of him? Ding Lai replies. Force him to reveal the dragon subduing palms begin. Once this martial art is perfected, our Hojian manner will rule the world. Fei Huang thinks. If only I could master the old leader's 9-yang manual. Morning breaks. Yuan Shu crawls out from his prison sack. He gasps for air, fueled by exhaustion and rage. He recalls the battle. His foe used the demonic god technique. He is not the heavenly sectmaster. I failed to save Yuan Shan. A voice cries out. Spare me. I am not the demonic murderer, another man demands. If not, then show your face, the man begs. Please, show mercy to us. One thug sneers. You match the description. Surrender now. The other mutters. I will take care of your wife. The man screams. Back away! A thug raises his sword. You dare defy MANHUA? You have guts of steel. The man lunges forward in desperation. The thug kicks his knee. The other strikes his head. The man pleads. Spare my wife. Who are you? Not MANHUA? A lethal blow crashes down. What are you doing? Truly a massive nuisance. The woman screams. Please, spare our lives. Yuan Zhu slowly retrieves the paper from the ground. The thugs stare at him in shock. Who is this brat? Seeking death by blocking our path? Yuan Zhu offers a cold, chilling smile. They tremble in terror. It is the demon. Run! Too late. Yuan Zhu strikes, silencing them forever. Xiaolan expressed her deepest gratitude. He spoke with great hesitation. Ahai tugged his sleeve. A silent warning. Yuan Zhu stood up unsteadily. I am leaving. Xiaolan moved to block him. Wait. I have a humble request. He revealed his coins. Sir. Clear our names. Save us. Take all this wealth. Xiaolan confessed. We are framed kidnappers. Yuan Zhu felt sudden suspicion. Children? Hunan province was unnaturally quiet tonight. Yuan Zhu walked, scanning the perimeter. He will come. His gaze pierced every shadow. Yuan Zhu recalled the girl's words. The child vanished before our eyes. We were blamed instantly. Xiaolan spoke of strange events. A brute carried a sack nearby. Cries echoed from that bag. Yuan Zhu's eyes widened in shock. A sack? Where did he go? He stopped at an inn. One steamed bun. The innkeeper bowed. Coming right up. Yuan Zhu planned to scout the fields. The meal arrived. Enjoy your food, sir. A hulking brute watched him intensely. His companion asked. What is it? The brute muttered. I recognized him. He ordered. Let us move. Yuan Zhu calculated. Silence is vital. I strike tonight. Night fell. Namtu had been lurking here for ages. Rumors spread. He only dared emerge at night. No children in sight. Truly vexing. Footsteps finally echoed nearby. Seeing a small figure, Namtu grew ecstatic. Jackpot? He seized the opportunity. Little one. Why stand here alone? Where is your mother? Are you deaf to my words? Namtu placed heavy hands upon her shoulders. Let me take you home. He hastily spun the figure around. HMPH. A straw effigy? He realized it was a trap. Before he could react, a net descended. The mesh tightened. Escape was impossible. Namtun screamed in terror. What is this? Who are you people? Fei Huang and Ding Lai stepped forward. We caught you. Faster than expected. Namtu played the fool. Why do this to me? What have I done wrong? Ding Li demanded. Why approach a child at night? Confess or perish. Namtu stammered. I only intended to find her parents. His lie enraged Fei Huang. Sever his arm. Immediately. Soldiers responded sharply. Understood. In a heartbeat, Namtu lost his arm. Agony blinded him. His eyes rolled back. Seeing his silence, Fei Huang signaled his men. He roared in fury. I ask again. Why target the child? A dark shadow flickered by. Tell me. Why did you do this? Where have you taken the children? Nantu trembled with absolute terror. Fei Huang lost all patience. Execute him. Nantu shrieked in panic. No! I will speak, he confessed. The black demon beast ordered their abduction. Fei Huang fell into deep contemplation. The black demon beast? He resumed the interrogation. Who is this black demon beast? Speak now. Nantu gritted his teeth firmly. I do not know. His identity remains a complete mystery. It is the truth. Fei Huang prepared to end him. But Ding Lai intervened. Spare his life. He speaks the truth. Fei Huang ceased his pursuit. Just who is this black demon beast? The children's location justifies total war against the demon sect. Yuan Tua will surely appear at the demon sect. Ding Lai sensed a perfect opportunity. Fei Huang departed. I must summon the 9 great sects. Suddenly, 2 subordinates rushed in frantically. Clan Master. Are you here? We have searched for you endlessly. Reports confirm. Yuan Tu appeared nearby recently. We pursued. He vanished without a trace. Mentioning that name, Fei Huang grew alert. Yuan Tu is here? Ding Lai deduced the truth quickly. He seeks the kidnapper as well. Excellent. Martial sects need not intervene. Fei Huang worried. Without him, how? Ding Lai targeted the subordinate nearby. Use him as bait. Fei Huang steeled his resolve. I must execute him now. Yuan Tu stalked through the shadows. Silent steps. Ghostly presence. He reached a dwelling. Pierced the paper. Observed the interior. Only elders sleeping. He departed. No children present. Likely the village is next. Yuan Tun shifted his path. The territory is vast. How long? He sighed. This requires more patience. Suddenly, his eyes widened. A brute carrying a sack. Him! He pursued instantly.